Yes, indeed. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, mothers, fathers, daughters, sons, brothers and sisters. Welcome to some more Rocket League here for Gfinity on the Rocket League Central channel. My name is King-Kodiak and I will be one of your casters throughout these evening's matches. Joining me for this quarter-final is a man I haven't worked with for a while. I'm very glad to be alongside him again. It is Mr. Jar of Jam.
Well, hello there, everyone. Jar of Jam indeed, and it's a pleasure to be back here and cast some of the Gfinity tournaments in the together with the Rocket League Central squads. Obviously, King-Kodiak, we haven't done this in a while, and partly because the Gfinity have been doing some stuff behind the scenes. Obviously, the Australian tournaments have started while we were away, and now we're back for Europeans, and the European tournaments have also improved. The prize pool is now 400 British pounds, with 250 going to the top place and 150 going to the second place. Still, even if you don't get that first place, the second place is still very sizable, but all the teams here will be fighting for that top prize of 250 pounds. That's just mind-blowing, and that's every single day from Monday to Thursday. Wow.
Yeah, that's a pretty healthy prize pool going on there for the Gfinity tournaments. If you fancy a crack at it, head on over to gfinity.net and sign up and get involved. You may have crazy people like this bear and a Jar of Jam calling your antics out on the stream. Let's have a quick look at the bracket. Nope, for some reason that window does not want to work anymore. It did last week, it's now refusing to play ball. But if you do the bracket command in chat, it will pop up for you. And we're already getting our competitors in. Data, Doomsy and Flarky for the Wholesome Homies, and Arju pronounce that right, and Lindo and Money Talk on the orange then.
Actually, I'm assuming the Team WTF is, after all, Italian, so my French pronunciation of Arju must be completely out of whack. But this match starts with both of the teams being stuck in the midfield, only finally realizing that there's a chance for an attack, and he follows it up as well. Money Talk can barely clear it.
Absolutely. Wow. I mean, I did wonder whether... Oh, Doomsy, lovely double touch there right in front of the goal to start things off. Not just over 15 seconds gone. I do wonder whether both teams were caught slightly unawares, but the Wholesome Homies suddenly coming alive there, catching the Team WLF slightly out of balance there.
The WLF weren't ready for that at all. In the net, they seemed as if lightning has struck them, but look at that. When they get a chance in the attack, they do the same thing as Wholesome Homies just have done to them. But RG, Money Talk, and Lindo just weren't ready for that first attack. Their defensive positioning was completely out of place, and they just couldn't recover themselves in time. Weren't looking like they were able to. But the moment the ball was reset, the moment they got a chance, a couple of touches in the attack, look at what they're already trying to do. Couple of fancy double touches, 3 shots to their name for the whole team, and we are in for quite a great quarterfinal.
Absolutely. So that is in the blue corner at the moment. RG going up for that one. Oh, Flarky doesn't quite get a touch of that one. Data now backing that one up, knocking that one away. Money Talk gets on the receiving end of that. Lindo doesn't do anything with it, decides to go back to his own half. Money Talk gets that one off the wall, and that comes back into the blue half. Data, what a touch to send that over the keeper for 2-0.
Wow, Wholesome Homies, despite having a little bit of slowdown after there was a time for WLF to recover and start attacking. Now a quick pass, and Flarkus sets up Data perfectly. Data envisioned that pass in his dreams, and he was ready for it when the time has come, and he absolutely executed on that one.
Oh, that was a quick response there, but Data was able to keep that one out of the blue goal. Doomsy sends that one forward, sends that right over Lindo. Money Talk gets behind that one to keep that one away from the goal. Doomsy now doubling back for that. Doesn't quite beat Lindo to it. Sends that one into the corner. That gets intercepted by Flarky. Money Talk keeping that one live. But Doomsy gets up in the air. Knocks that one away. Arju. Sends that one forward. Data tries to get an intercept on it. Now going to come off the backboard. But Flarky was there to knock that one away. Comes down to Data. Spikes up into the air. Doomsy doesn't get the first touch on it. Money Talk now gets hold of that. Data knocks it away. Arju. That's going to drop in striking range, and Arju tried to read what Doomsday was going to do. Doesn't quite get the read right. Lindo gets hold of that. Now Flarky. Back to Lindo. Data goes up for it. Gets the intercept. Arju lying in wait for that one. Comes back into the corner. Flarky has gone past him, and a clear away. for him as just as the pace now climbs, slows down. Data with a fake there, or a miss, call it as you will.
Every single one of these is obviously calculated, but so far, Wholesome Homies are not letting Team WLF a single chance. Every single cross through to the middle of the field. Did I speak too soon? No, Manita can't convert that shot, although he had a whole goal for him. Team WLF are not being allowed to put any crosses in the midfield. Wholesome Homies, every single time there is an attempt at a clear, they always execute on it. So far, the only leaving Data right now in the net, Doomsday is hurrying back because they all need all the players. Team WLF know how to rotate in the attack, so Wholesome Homies need to respond with the same in the defense.
Data tries to get that one off the ceiling. It's gone past him now. Going to come off the backboard of Blue. Doomsday knocks that away. Data doesn't touch that one in the end. Money Talk doesn't quite get behind it just yet. Doomsday sent it down, but sadly nobody there for the Wholesome Homies to follow that one through. Lindo gets someone off the wall. And Money Talk sends it forwards. Simple save by Doomsday. Arshu gets hold of that one, kills it in the middle. Data now goes up for that. Going to try and find Doomsday, which he does. He's going to come off the backboard. Does Flocky get behind it? Oh, and that was just knocked away. Lovely touch there by Money Talk. 2-0 with 1.5 to go. Oh, and I'd wondered whether that was going to be a goal on the board for WLF. Not quite. Just denied by Data.
I held my breath for that one. That's another one. Doomsday is working it in defense. Look at that. The Team WLF is completely outshooting the Wholesome Homies. The Wholesome Homies had their chances. They converted those chances, so they're absolutely comfortable with just those 2 goals. The question is how this will change in game number 2, because Wholesome Homies, for how long can they keep up this defense? It already has been 10 shots versus their 4, but Doomsday, Flarkey, and Data seems to be extremely solid when it comes to defense. There are no one can does it better. Although we have 4 more teams, actually 8 more teams. We're still in the quarterfinals. 18 in total, if I could finally get my math skills correct. 8 teams still fighting for that prize. Still, and we are looking at one of these semifinalists right here. But who will it be? Wholesome Homies still being held. These 4 shots. That could be shot number 5, but they can't convert. Last 30 seconds incoming.
Now the pressure back on the orange side. And they're double committing in that corner. Data was trying to do something with it. Flarkey now sits it down. But just defeated at the last. Now comes back into the blue side. Doomsday gets the save on that one. Data now. Sends forward by Flarkey. Money Talk is going to get back to position now. 10 seconds to do 2 goals, and doesn't seem particularly likely despite the fact they've got the offensive now. Flarkey intercepts that one. Lindo doesn't get hold of it, and that is the first round then to the Wholesome Homies.
Wholesome Homies don't want to let it drop, but look at what happened in the field. Still, Wholesome Homies, 4 shots at the I do believe that even was the first half of the match. Couldn't get anything done later on. Were completely blocked in their own half by Team WLF. But those 12 shots didn't mean anything. Team WLF just couldn't get through Doomsday with 4 saves of his. Data and Flarkey with 3 saves in total. But now, new match. Wholesome Homies won't be able to play from the defense, won't be able to sit in defense for all the duration of the match. So how will Team WLF, will they continue this pressure? Will they be able to finally break that citadel that is Wholesome Homies defense? There is a chance. I can't believe that Wholesome Homies will be able to keep it to a scoreless tie one more time. Just too much pressure for Team WLF.
Just 1 save and only 4 shots on the... Oh, that's never a message we want to see.
Why us, Kodiak? Why us?
Why us? Well, I've now got the... Have you got the disconnection message as well?
Yes.
Marvellous. I always double check whether that's just me. Well, do bear with us, stream. We will, of course, get this sorted out as quickly as we can for you. This quarterfinal will, of course, continue from the point we have just left it. Let me just see how we're doing here. So bear with me while I say frantically click around to get that sorted out.
Yeah, and this gives us a chance to look at the bracket just for a second. If the bracket actually also works. Has everything broken down, Kodiak?
Has the whole internet gone?
Only 2 of us remaining, apparently. No, I don't think that's. I don't think that's the case.
You're still in a match, Mr. Jam. Apparently.
Will quit. Yes, I decided that maybe the servers will sort of give us a chance. No, apparently not. But anyway, let's just quickly talk while we're getting back into the match. What other semifinalists or other quarterfinalists at this moment there are? What did I just witness? Scrapkilla, Bluey, and Yukio. Oh my god! Just looking at the list, Scrapkilla, one of the best players not eligible to play in RLCS. Blue, one of the best players, I think, now eligible to play in RLCS, and Yukio, who has been an amazing addition to Flipside Tactics.
True. What
did I just witness? I think must be the favorites for this tournament. Against them, Hoops, I did it again. Lottie, Jesse, and Fruity. Just comparing those names, I don't feel like Hoops, I did it again, will be able to do it. But I guess out of those two team names, Hoops, I did it again, so just a little bit better.
Yeah, absolutely. I confess to being a bit of a Bluey fan, so I was really glad to see when he was performing well in the RLCS last time around, and look forward to seeing his antics one more. And
moving on, yeah.
Go on, carry on.
Moving on, another pair of quarterfinalists is Team 2012. I do believe they have a different name. Weren't 2012 the Juicy Kids?
I believe they were, yes.
Yes. So Stocky, Killer Number 7, and Heavy will be representing the Juicy Kids / 2012. In this tournament, against them, Team Rocketeers, LMP, Masquerade, and Imagine, or Imgn. It just removes that one letter, makes it all that harder for us. Solid squad by Team Rocketeers. I do believe last time when we saw them, they quite surprised us with what they've been doing. And the remaining quarterfinalists, obviously also counting the match that we have in front of us, the Wholesome Homies versus the Team WLF, are the Smashin', Zenzus, Shikuni, and Mount versus the Gale Force Esports, Violent Panda, K-Dub, and Devo. Again, stacked bracket, but it's a big prize, and every single time Gfinity is on, you can see like half of the RLCS participating.
Not that I'm complaining about that at all. It's a great pleasure to be able to commentate on the best of the EU side of the pond. We have got our Wholesome Homies back in this remade server. We're just waiting for the WLF crew to return, and we will then get this game back underway. Making sure we haven't had any reports or problems, and there they are. So time to kill the music and back on with the match. Marvellous. So apologies for that, ladies and gentlemen. We are never immune to technical hiccups, but there we go. Right, here we go then, and away we go with match number 2 of this best of 5. Lindau sends that one into the blue half. Doomsy picks that one up. Arjo gets the intercept. Doomsy is found by Data. Now Data bailed on that one. Double tap, sends it forward. Flarky gets the intercept. Arju off the backboard. And Lindau's already bailed on that one. Money Talk comes in, sends it a little bit too high. Can Arju get the redirect? Yes, he can! Sends it down. And that is 1-0 to Team WLF.
Despite Team WLF at the first not being able to respond to that bounce that Wholesome Homies couldn't clear fast enough, they still recovered, and Wholesome Homies, for some reason, one miss led to a series of defensive mistakes when no one knew where they needed to be. They all were in such horrible positions that they couldn't make a proper clear. And in the end, just a little bit of hesitation for Wholesome Homies means that they can see the first goal of the series. And indeed, they couldn't possibly be able to keep that dry score like they did in the previous game, 2-0. Against Team WLF. No, this immediately starts with Team WLF taking the control, and that pressure that has been growing in the previous game finally burst through, but Wholesome Homies are still on the attack, still trying. Flarky just can't outplay two players against them as they block.
Money Talks now sends that one forward. That bounces off of Data. Up into the air. Arju with a redirect again, but Flarky this time getting the save. Lindau tries to do something with it. Flarky gets an intercept again. Money Talk sends that forward, finds Arju off the backboard, and Money Talk can't quite keep that one down. Lindau, he sent it wide. Data was there. Arju now keeping the pressure on the Wholesome Homies. Can he do anything about it? Not quite. That's sent away. And Flarky then sends that one forwards to the goal. Money Talk gets a save on it. Data can't get that one under control. Money Talk sends that one towards the blue goal. Easy save for Doomsy. Flarky gets a touch. That's going to be off the backboard. Lindau tries to get it under control. What a touch by Doomsy. Now the pressure has flopped straight to Team WLF. Can Flarky do anything about it? He gets demoed for his trouble. Money Talk gets that one into the corner. That's going to come off the wall, but Data keeps that one very firmly in the orange half. Money Talk doesn't get behind it. Lindau now gets on the receiving end of that. Doomsy gets the intercept. Flarkey is tripping over Arju. That's a long shot, but easy clear for Money Talk. And it's going to come back towards the blue goal. Flarkey gets that one away. Doomsy doesn't get a touch on it. Lindau sends it one forwards. Now Money Talk's got hold of that. Flarkey gets an intercept. And a little bit of air interception there. Again's getting dangerous for... Oh, what a redirect by Doomsy. Can Lindau do anything with it? Just gets it off the bar. Data puts it in the middle, but Flarkey can't get that one into the back of the net.
Wholesome Homies have some great plans as to how they can start an attack, but still they can't anchor themselves in the side of Team WLF. They're trying, they're definitely trying, but every single time there's that beautiful redirect, for example, a little bit too weak, and Lindau was already there to clear it. On the other end, it feels like Team WLF are feeling so much more comfortable when it comes to sticking in the side of Wholesome Homies. And Wholesome Homies in the defense, last time they were there, they once again were completely discombobulated, not feeling comfortable, not being composed, and in your own defense, that's even more important than if you are in the offense. Something is not clicking for Wholesome Homies in this game, and those 2 goals that they've scored in the previous ones seems like a little bit of a miracle now.
Coming back into the blue half. Data tries to intercept that. It's going to come down to Doomsy. Knocks that one to the corner. Data now turns out across the field. Money Talk, though, gets hold of that one. Flarkey only finds Arju. Now back into the blue half. Demo's one. Looked like he was going to go for a demo on Doomsy as well. Flarkey now. Oh my goodness me. Demo's going off all over the place. Data gets that one off the walls. Going to come back into the middle. Flarkey puts that one in the corner. Okay, another one. Goodness me, we didn't see very much demoing going on last week, and now this match is making up for it in droves. Lindau sends that one forward. Now Data's going to get hold of that. Back into the orange half. Flarkey goes up for it. Can't quite get the redirect he needs. Data off the backboard. Is Doomsy there? He is, but he gets intercepted by Lindau.
Too slow for Wholesome Homies. That play off the backboard, they read it perfectly. Team WLF and Arju now with the 3rd save of the game, and definitely will be trying to work even more. In a similar fashion to the previous game, the team that is currently losing is making more shots on net than the team that's currently winning. But the setups just still aren't working. They left their defense just a little bit too open. Doomsy can score it, and Lindau
Data
block it. Too passive, I feel, on Lindau. He was trying to block an incoming shot, but it feels like that bounce on the ball was just a little bit too much. Yeah, extra bounce. He jumped, but way too late. That's a tight game. Wholesome Homies were trying. That's 9 shots to 4 of Team WLF.
Wow.
That's a tight game with almost 30 seconds to go, and the heat will just be picking up.
Straight up in the air, Money Talk sends it forwards. Flarkey gets that one into the corner. Lindau now off the corner wall and sent away by Doomsy. Arju keeps it in the blue half. Data tries to do something with it. That's going to go towards the goal from Lindau. Flarkey gets a save, but that's still dangerous and gets the clear away. Money Talk now gets hold of that one. Into the corner. Data gets the bounce away. Arju puts it in the middle. Long clear by Doomsy, but Lindau gets hold of that one. And another demo then. Data on Money Talk. Data goes up for that. He finds Lindau. Good mid-air intercept, but Doomsy keeps it away. Are we going to see overtime? It's still up in the air. Is Lindau going to do anything with it? No, he lets it hit the deck. We have overtime in our first series.
Yeah, the amount of demolitions is just crazy. And I've seen Doomsy also going for the demolition in the net as he was trying to remove one of the Team WLF's goalies. Didn't succeed on that one, and for now, all the demolitions were mostly in the midfield, not really getting anything done. Data doesn't jump for that, but I think he was in no position to save that one where it hit the top 90. Now a double commit by Wholesome Homies sends the ball flying back again as Team WLF picks up the control for this overtime. Might be a long one. If there isn't a goal in the first 10 seconds or so, sometimes the overtimes are absolutely disappointing like that. I would imagine this will go for about 2 minutes is my prediction.
Okay, I'm not really. I'm not going to guess on how much time to put on that one. Again, a mid-air demo there. Lindau on Flarkey. Money Talk kills that one in the corner. Data tries to get the intercept on it. Sends that one across field. Doomsy can't get the angle he needs. Still the pressure on WLF though. Money Talk tries to get a clear on it. Doomsy keeps it live. Lindau bounces that one off the wall. Money Talk sends it forwards. Only Data gets hold of that. 1 minute gone in this overtime. Arju sends it back and shot down from Flarkey, but a simple clear. That's kept live again. by Data. Arju gets a clear on that one. Data bounces it off his own backboard. There's a shot down, but Doomsy this time with the clear. Equal amount of pressures going on this time between... Oh, now Doomsy didn't get that second touch. That allowed Money Talk to get the intercept on it. Bounce off the corner. Flarkey gets it past one. Can't get it past Arju, though. Data goes up for that one. Tries to get an intercept on it. Flarkey picks that one up. Arju sends it across the field. Doomsy is demoed by Money Talk. Data gets it past one. Gets it past two. Can Flarkey finish it off? No! It's gone wide! What a shame.
This still continues. They are still pressuring Wholesome Homies. Doomsy's demolition actually allowed the team of Wholesome Homies to attack because they knew that the goalie was there. And now as the 2 minutes pass, my prediction might be just a little bit way too
short. Yeah, absolutely.
Who knows? But it feels like on the field, it's still the Wholesome Homies, despite their attempts, and that was a beautiful chance for them. But it feels like Data wasn't ready for that pass. The setup was great, but the pass came just a little bit of a too surprise to him. It still feels like the Team WLF are just much more organized when it comes to the attacks and have much more, not a definition, but purpose to what they're doing on the field.
Oh, and that Money Talk sneaks that one past Doomsy to win this one, levelling the score in the series with 2.5 minutes of the overtime gone.
Doomsy just went for the boost in the corner and then returned back. He didn't participate in this move at all. So he was out. He took himself out of the play. Didn't challenge the ball on the wall. Perhaps was expecting Data to get a double touch, but really, I don't think Data was going to get anything there. Team WLF just were on the attack, saw their opportunity, and snuck one through after close to 2 minutes overtime. But still, Team WLF do tap to score in the series. It's now a best of 3, technically, and we'll be seeing which team will be able to get through to the semifinals.
Indeed, indeed. Right, ready up, please, good sir. Yes, thanking you. Right, straight on 10 to match number 3. The teams are ready. The ball is ready. The casters are ready. Let us get this one underway. And away we go! On the halfway line. No one going in straight for that one now. Flarkey picks this one up. He's going to try and solo that one past Money Talk. Didn't quite happen. Data sends it down to the ground. Arju sends that one to the corner. Doomsy takes his time with it. Doesn't quite get it past Arju. Data now comes in. Oh, wrong way, Flarkey. Data recovers. Lindau tries to do something with it. Now across the field. Doomsy is there. Arju gets it past one, but Flarkey finds Data, but Money Talk with a great intercept.
Data was ready for that this time, but it seems like Team WLF were even more readier. They've seen this play happen before. The setup for it was the same, so they knew when to nip that one in the bud. And you said wrong way Flarkey? I've heard of wrong way Woody, but wrong way Flarkey is something completely new.
Ooh, that one was going, but Arju getting the save on that one. Money Talks picked this one up. Doomsy. He's going to try and solo this one home. Oh, lovely play, but well read by Arju. Flarkey sends that one to the corner, but Lindau thumps that one away. Data returns it to the middle. Money Talk's going to intercept that one off the backboard. Well read by Doomsy to put it back into the corner. Arju keeping it live for WLF. Flarkey getting a touch. Money Talk. The demos are still coming thick and fast. Doomsy. If
anyone's counting the demolitions in the chat, I'm pretty sure we've at least a 10. And that demolition of Data actually opened up the whole side of Wholesome Homies, but no one from Team WLF could use it on that attempt. Now Money Talk, despite all the defenders right there, with Data out of the play, and Doomsy weren't able to reach that one. Flarkey is completely outplayed. So Team WLF just completed a move that has been brewing for a while. That's their first shot of the game. But what an effective shot that is.
It did look like Arju almost saved that one, actually, for the Wholesome Hobbies. It wasn't quite to be. That shot's slightly wide. Arju trying to get hold of that one. Puts it back in the middle. Doomsy sends that one away. Money Talk gets on the receiving end of that. Arju puts it in the middle. Money Talk gets a touch, but Data gets that one back to the wall. Lindau up into the air. Gets it past one. Arju puts it in the middle. Can Money Talk finish it off? It's going to bounce off the ground, but Data gets that one to the wall. A little bit too much momentum was lost from that one. Doomsy keeps it up in the air. Data chooses not to touch it this time. Lindau pinches that one against the wall. Flarkey Sends it towards the goal, but a simple touch by Money Talk. Doomsy's there. Data has got back for it and can't get behind it. Good shot by Money Talk, 2-0.
And look at what happened in the midfield. Lindo passes it to his teammate, and Money Talk takes out 2 players at once. Data, guessing where the ball would come, still goes for the net, but can't save that in time. Money Talk. Wow, sometimes you just have to juke the other player. Just a good fake goes a long way, and Money Talk has shown us just that.
Absolutely. Arju puts that one into the corner. Doomsy finds Data. What a great shot. Good save by Money Talk. Arju gets that one away. Data gets that one up in the air. Arju has run out of boost to try and defend it with. Data finds Doomsy. And Arju gets that one back into the corner. Flarky off of Arju. And Data this time bouncing that one off the corner. Nobody there. Oh, Flarky keeps that one away from the goal. Arju with a shot. Bounces off the wall. Doomsy gets that one away. Doomsy again. Lindau bounces that one off the wall. Now follows it through. Gets it past one. Can he follow it through himself? And Data is there to put pay to that one. Doomsy gets it to the wall.
That was a beauty, and most days have been wholesome homies, I think, who were attempting something like that, an aerial dribble. I was expecting Arju maybe to bring it to a complete stop and then push it somehow through the wholesome homies. Something that I've seen just this Sunday, actually. Oh, and Lindo just doesn't care. A sniper shot from the midfield makes it 3-0. As wholesome homies weren't as wholesome in their defense. Data, the last man standing, just wasn't able to react fast enough, even with the back flip. RG, I think, just threw him off just that little smidge. It was enough.
3-0 then in game number 3 in our first quarterfinal of the evening. It goes to Arju. Data trying with the shot. Lindau try with the redirect. We come down. Not sure that was quite where he was expecting that one to go. Doomsy gets it past Money Talk. But Lindau's going to get hold of that one. Flarky intercepts that one out of the air. Oh, Flarky's missed it though. And Data chose not to go in for it. Arju's missed it. And that now comes back into the blue half. Doomsy finds Flarky. That's going to be slightly too high and wide. Can Doomsy finish that one off? Not quite. Doomsy, Data others coming in. That one's off the post. And Flarky can finish it. Yo, Data make sure it comes home.
Team WLF basically wrote this dug their own grave. They all went either on a bad challenge or trying to recover themselves on the wall, put themselves in such a horrible position that no one it could recover in time. And that 1-2-3 that you often see, that the attacking team just takes out one defender, second defender, third defender. This time Team WLF were sent flying to all the different sides of the field, and no one in the end was there in the nets to stop the shots of wholesome homies, even though Flarky just chipped it slowly. Data was there to finish this up, and even then I don't believe that Team WLF would have gotten to it, but the timer is still ticking. There is not many chances.
Oh no!
Flarkis
Oh dear!
was lagging badly. Specifically at that time, Flarkis' ping just spiked up. It's still working against him. Look at that. Yes, he backflip and every single other type of movement. Bad timing for Flarky, but wholesome homies were losing at that point, and now they're losing even more. That one goal by Data now doesn't mean squat.
What a shame. The tilt is real. Let's see if they write this one off and head towards the next game. 30 seconds on the clock for 3 goals. I think even the talent of Data, Doomsy and Flarky is going to struggle with that one. Oh, Lindau getting another shot. Doomsy getting a save. That's going to come downfield. Money Talk's going to pick this one up. Oh, Data again doesn't get that one off the corner. Money Talk keeping it live. And again with a touch. Flarky's going to get that one out of the air though. 10 seconds. I think it's pretty safe to say that this one's going to go to WLF. And still the demos come in. And there's another one. Goodness me. And that is round number 3 when they let it hit the ground. There it is for WLF.
Team WLF are not just getting the explosions and fireworks in and out, they also get them on the field. Data was setting up for the pass from his teammate. Team WLF saw that, read that. It's this kind of play sometimes works for wholesome homies, but like 50% of the time Team WLF are on it before it even happens. Either push the player out of the way, block the shot as it happens, or just flat out demolish the wholesome homies. Again, the amount of shots for the winning team is less than for the one that has been trying to get that score back. It's so strange, and we'll get for the wholesome homies still. The game number 1, it was a fluke, a little bit of a fluke. They could defend it well. Bravo to them, but slowly and but surely, Team WLF were wearing them down, and now the score is getting worse, worse, and worse for Team WLF. Though it's the match point. If they win the next one, they will be moving on to the semifinals. But if Wholesome Homies can find in themselves to stop the Team WLF's advance, well, two more games that they need to win. Wholesome Homies, I do have to say, it does feel like sometimes they are like a team of 3 solo standard players. Amazing solo standard players, grand champion in their own right, but Team WLF still have a little bit more of that team play going. Sometimes Wholesome Homies do those passing plays and it looks really nice, and chances are no one randomly could have pulled that off. But still, for most time, too bit of an individual play. But look at that, look at Team WLF not stopping from the previous game.
Wow, talk about pace, coming out of the box fighting. Money Talk with the first shot, straight away countered then by all 3 of the Wholesome Homies, now coming back into the blue half. Money Talk can't quite turn that one. Flarky gets underneath that one, dodges Lindau. Flarky puts it back in the middle. Data tries to find Doomsy, but Doomsy's already gone back. Money Talk now sends that one forwards. Lindau's gone up for it. Doomsy went for the block, but neither of them getting the touch. Lindau kills the ball. Flarky now sends it forward. Money Talk returns it. Data. Haha, Flarky this time getting his own back on Arju. And now coming back into the blue half. Flarky returns it. He's going to try and find Data, but Arju's there first. Doomsy just about getting up for that one. Money Talk keeps it away from the goal. Data finds Flarky, puts it too high. Doomsy! Oh, well saved by Arju.
Doomsy was going for a follow-up as well, trying to block the rebound. Couldn't get on it, but Wholesome Homies get a couple of great shots going. They are playing as a team that's basically on their death row against a team that WLF that's trying to finish this up right here and then. They don't want to give Wholesome Homies any chances because already 5 shots on target against only 1 from Team WLF. Wholesome Homies will be trying as hard as Team WLF were trying in the first game, and a couple of these shots must definitely sneak through, but they need to be careful in their defensive end as well.
Doomsy's going to follow that one through. Sends it down. Does he find Flarky? Not quite. Lindau gets there first. Money Talk with the redirect. Gets another Data. Not quite. Good save by Data. Lindau's there. Doesn't get the follow-up he needs. Data gets the clear. Doomsy now sends that one to the orange half. Lindau keeps it away from the goal. Doomsy gets a slow touch. Data. Flarky slightly too high. Arju. Money Talk gets hold of that one. Now back into the blue half. Data gets it past 1. He's just trying to send that one through in his own, and Arju sends that one back into the blue half as we're approaching the halfway point. Still 0-0. Oh, Lindau was setting up for a touch in, but Flarky had nothing to do with that one. Money Talk now, getting hold of that one. Doomsy either chose not to or completely missed it. We would like to believe that he chose not to touch that one. Flarky finds Data. Oh, Data again doesn't get the last touch he needs.
Yeah, Wholesome Homies again going for that quick pass on the ground, and you see that the speed that the passes are happening. Just the initial pass itself is extremely fast, and when it connects to one of the cars, it also gets an extra boost. So Team WLF so often do not have times to react. Also, it just moves the ball around the field so quickly that you don't have the time to get in the defense. Data this time doesn't get a redirect, but still drops the ball dangerously enough. The Team WLF needs to react. But look at how quickly the ball changes directions on this field. Everyone gets a chance one after the other. Data, though, puts it to the side. We've seen something like that previously when Wholesome Homies were trying to get rid of the ball, putting it in a position where it wasn't exactly clear, just a touch that they got in Team WLF. If they were in attack in a good position, they could convert that easily. Right now, the Wholesome Homies do return back to the Team WLF side.
Data gets hold of that one. Lindau doesn't get a touch. Flarky was a little bit too much underneath that to try and do something with it. Gets past Doomsy, but Flarky gets hold of that one. Now Arju gets intercepted by Flarky again. Still heading towards the blue goal. Data gets someone away. Lindau puts it in the middle. Can Arju do anything with it? He sends it back to Money Talk. He passes it straight back to Arju, and that's going to go into the corner. Data sends that one up in the air. Back into the orange half, but none of the Wholesome Homies following that one through. Long clear then, back into the blue half. 1 minute to go. Shot there and saved by Flarky. Gets that one up in the air. Data now trying to beat Lindau, which he does. Off the ceiling. And Arju gets it past Flarky. Data sends it forwards. It's easy clear by Money Talk. Arju finds Doomsy. That's going to go in the middle. And Data gets a touch on that one. Flarkey with a shot. Can Arju get there? Yes, he can. Just to keep the scoreline on 0. Another demo there. Completely another I was keeping count to start with, but I would have definitely lost count by now. Data returns that one to the orange half. Lindau. Doomsy. Doomsy finds Data. Bounces that one off the wall. Tries to carry it on, but doesn't quite get the angle he needs. Can Arju? No. Arju and Flarkey flying through the air. A 0-0 overtime then. Looks like it's looming. Doomsy kills that one. Data doesn't get a touch on it either. Are they going to try and keep it live? Flarkey is pinched off the wall by Arju. Data now. I wondered if Flarkey thought about getting a touch on that one, but bailed on it. We have overtime.
Some teams do go and try to keep that as alive as long as possible. Some teams, for example, they completely sort of not give up, but sort of forget that they still need to be playing until the final whistle. And there's a good chance for those teams who do keep the ball up, but Flarkey completely crosses all the chances for Team WLF of making this a 3-1, a quick overtime this time in comparison to what we seen last time. Solo effort by him as it passed by Data does create a great setup for Flarkey. 2-2 in the series. We're going into match number 5, Kodiak.
That we are. That Arju was just stood underneath him and essentially spectating it. And that's always the advantage the offensive player has. They've got the whole goal to place it in, and Arju has to guess, and sadly just didn't have time to react to it. Right, game 5. It is a match point. It could go either way. Is the momentum going to carry on for Wholesome Homies, or will WLF hang on and proceed to the semi-finals?
I still do feel that Team WLF will be the winners of this one. Wholesome Homies, so far the victories that they've got were, well, game number 1. They got 2 goals, quick 2 goals, and then basically got shut off completely. Team WLF were in complete control of the game and of the ball for the most of it. Somehow survived, and game number 2, Doomsy decides that my analysis is pure bull, so let's score a goal immediately.
See, I was supporting Wholesome Homies, and that's the passing play. That's the deadly passing play we saw in game 1. So will we see that again to round out this quarterfinal? Let's see. We've not even just over 10 seconds gone. First goal on the board. Let us see if the momentum continues. Oh, Data having to work hard to keep that one away. Oh, narrow save by Doomsy.
We won't be getting the third follow-up, but these 2 shots by Team WLF did rattle the nerves of Wholesome Homie just a little bit. You've seen how close Team WLF was to this, but now Wholesome Homies, I do feel that they will be enduring the same attacking system that Team WLF were doing previously. They would just be pressuring on and on and on. But now, if previously we have a team on a death row and a team that wanted to finish this as quick as possible, I do feel that match number 5 brings like the best in the teams. No holds barred. You can't save any tricks in your sleeves, so everything comes out. So the best strategies, best attacks, as fast as possible as you can play. We'll see it all on the field. And Wholesome Homies right now have led that 1 minute. Can connect with that shot, but they'll be okay. The timer is currently on their side.
Arju takes that one forward. Data intercepts that one off the wall. Flarkey puts it in the middle. Lindau to the wall. Arju and Doomsy both don't touch it. Flarkey gets intercepted by Money Talk. Data now takes that one to the wall and chooses not to pursue it. Flarkey's there. Arju finds Money Talk. Arju gets intercepted by Doomsy. Money Talk sends it forwards. Data is there. Well intercepted. Well read. Doomsy now sending that one to the orange half. Surely this is an opportunity with an open goal. Doomsy takes all the time he needs to make it 2-0.
Doomsy didn't need Data coming in as well, although Data could have served as a little bit of a block. Flarkey not even participating down. Data just goes there. And bravo to Doomsy. That's a 1v1 skill that he just shown. Great control of the ball on the wall when he got the chance. Got enough speed to get there fast enough, but also got enough control on it to put it straight into the net. And Team WLF too much on the attack. Completely forgot that there's also defending to be done. Let's see how they recover after this.
That now comes into the orange half again. Doomsy finds Data. Oh, bounces it off of Money Talk. Now it's going to go to Flarkey. Lindau gets hold of that one. Doomsy gets the clear. Finds Arju, who finds Lindau. Flarkey gets the redirect on that one. Puts it to the wall. Data back into the orange half. Lindau tries to do something with it, bounces off of Data. Arju, that's dangerous! Oh, that was... And finished off by Doomsy again, the only goal scorer of this particular game. Gives me Flarkey again going for that bar down goal that he got the opening. He opened the scoring with this match. Doomsy making sure it went home.
Doomsy is on fire in this one. He entered and left the attack a couple of times, and then finally when the chance came, he was so patient and also quite quick. Some players just leave the attack completely. Money Talk takes one player out, but I don't think they have the control to get anything done here. Some players immediately leave the attack, but Doomsy was waiting, and the patience did pay off in the end. Third goal, and look at what Wholesome Homies. And they're shooting it. They're exploding in the game number 5, and that's the best time to do so. Maybe a little bit of a leftover strategy to lead into game number 5, and only then somehow win. But then again, in the end, leftovers did so well in LCS in that first season that they played that maybe I shouldn't complain about that strategy, although it's still just a little bit too much. And it feels like Team WLF are not really comfortable in playing from behind right now. You see many mistakes, double commits in the attack and on defense, and that is hindering their chances. And at 4-0, this is the worst deficit that teams have gotten from in RLCS. And with less than 2 minutes remaining, Team WLF need a miracle or two, or perhaps 4 of them. But fingers crossed.
Oh, well, there was an opportunity, but no one there to follow that through for WLF. Money Talk is it off the wall. Arju, what a touch! Lovely redirect then from Money Talk's pass to make it 4-1.
Well, Flarkey just got stuck on the wall with no participation in the play as well. He was expecting perhaps another attack through the flank, but Team WLF didn't need to lead it through the flank at all. No, they were in the center field, so Flarkey stuck on the wall with just not helping his team on that one as well. Doomsy was stood in front of the barrel of the gun and completely destroyed. Well, that's one little miracle, and there's enough time for 3 more. And it's not Christmas, but still, miracles can happen.
Very true. Money Talk gets it past Doomsy. Is going to go in the middle, and Lindau can't get the angle he needs. Finds Arju. Data tries to get the intercept, goes across the other side of the field. Money Talk off the corner. Lindau's there ready to receive it, but Doomsy gets the intercept on it. Can Flarkey finish that one off? Not quite. Arju manages to cycle back for that one. Data goes up for that one. Looks for the corner in the ceiling, but doesn't quite get it. Doomsy sends it forward. Flarkey can't get hold of it. And doesn't need to. That comes off the ceiling for 5-1.
Wow. I was just about to say that maybe Team WLF, if they can remember what they've done previously, to put Wholesome Homies on defense for the whole duration of the match. But at this point, it doesn't matter. Unfortunately, another committing of 2 players for that aerial. It didn't have to be that way. Arju and the second member of Team WF just taken themselves out of the play. One would be enough. Second goalie on the ground. But since there was no one, a little bit of free goal finds their way. This could be goal number 6, but Money Talk, Arju, everyone on Team WF, we've seen them make these kinds of saves many a times. Now another comes in, but saves aplenty. 5 already, but it won't be enough, as this was a series turned around on its head completely. Wholesome Homies were staring at the defeat, at a complete, well, not a demolition, but what they started so well. Team WF were in control for the most of the series, and then quick victory that no one expected in the overtime. A quick overtime, that is. And then Wholesome Homies were hiding these goals somewhere for the whole series, and now at the crucial time, bravo to them. Doomsy, Flarkey, and Data will be moving on after an amazing performance in game number 5, but a little bit of spotty performances in games 1 through 4.
Indeed, indeed. So let's have a look at our bracket once again. If we just give that a quick refresh. And Hoops, I Did It Again has gone through to the top quarterfinal, as you can see there. Top semi-final. If I just move that over. And they will be facing, as we've just seen, they'll be facing Wholesome Homies. Gale Force Esports has gone through to the bottom semi-final. And they will be facing either depending on the conclusion of this match, it's I-2012 Team Rocketeers, and the stocky Killer number 7 and Heavy on I-2012, and Lamp, Masquerade, and Imagine, I suppose that's supposed to say, for Team Rocketeers. Blimey, that's not straight in my window at all. Right, do bear with us a few minutes whilst we get our next match set up. It may be a few minutes depending on how long it takes for this match to conclude. Do bear with us and we'll be back with you as soon as we can. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to this Monday Night Challenger series here for Gfinity on the Rocket League channel. Now, as you can see over to my right, Jar of Jam has changed, although I've actually completely forgotten to change the name underneath his beautiful face. It is Ruken. Hello to you, sir.
Hello to you, sir. How are you this evening?
I am all good, all happier for being in the commentary box alongside you once again.
Yeah, it's good to see you, man. Looking forward to doing a bit of play-by-play commentary with yourself, and then me doing a bit of the analysis and breaking it down.
Absolutely right. We have got 2012, or the Duty Kids, versus Galeforce Esports for our semi-final.
Yes, we do. So, of course, that's a good point to make, that they are, in fact, the ex-Juicy Kids team from the RLRS of Season 1 for the RLRS, because they're different in how they work for each season. So, Stocky, Killer Number 7, and Heavy are going to be lining up against a Galeforce Esports team that has Devo instead of Turbo Pulsar. What an interesting lineup that they're going to be running. You've got Violent Panda, you've got Devo, and you've got K-Dup that are going to be playing for Galeforce Esports tonight. In other news, there's been some interesting stuff happening across the bracket, with Scrub Killer losing out actually to this new team. So it was Bluey, Yukio, and Scrub Killer in a quarterfinals match, narrowly losing out to, guess what, Jesse, Lorty, and Fruity. A new kind of lineup together, and I'm really excited to see just new combinations working together. So especially when I would have said, Bluey, Yukio, and Scrub Killer, that just sounds brilliant. I mean, there's a lot of offensive pressure, you could argue, having a lineup such as that. But when you think about the kind of players that they are, they all should be able to line up really well. But I didn't get to see the match myself personally. I've been too busy watching you guys cast, you and Jam whacking it out. But I do have to say that it's been an evening of upsets. WLF, I thought would go far further, but they got defeated by some interesting redirects there by Doomsy I saw in your previous match. So I'm looking forward to seeing what Galeforce Esports will be producing tonight with Devo, and I'm interested to see this Juicy Kids lineup to see if they can stand it up against an RLCS Titan.
Right, the info has been sent. We will get this match underway as soon as we have our 6, as you say, Titans jumping on this particular match. I kind of was hoping for. I was hoping for, was a little bit, sounds a little bit biased. I was kind of secretly backing the Blues in the last match for a couple of reasons. One, I kind of thought they would be able to pull it together in the last, which of course they did. But two, that was actually one of the first teams I casted here at Gfinity. So they hold a nice little place in my heart for me personally.
No, that's fair enough there. If that's how you feel about them as players, they're a wonderful lineup of players as well. I'm just disappointed to see Money Talk go out so early after doing so well yesterday, getting into the semi-finals and then being defeated by the winners of that tournament in the end was Team Secret. And Team Secret, can't wait to see this team in DreamHack to see what they're like. I'm looking forward to going to DreamHack myself. But Gfinity, let's talk about Gfinity. So indeed, for £250 for first place. Looks like the players are already in lined up, so I'm going to take it back over to you, Kodiak.
Indeed, yes, £250 for a night of Rocket League. There's worse ways to spend your time, I suppose. And Killer Number 7 was first to jump, so let us get into our commentary positions then. Here we go for our semi-final, and away we go then. K-Dup and Killer Number 7 first to that. Ooh, that's great kickle then for Killer Number 7. Violet Panda turns that one to the blue side. Stocky gets hold of that one. Killer Number 7 bounces that one off the ceiling.
Oh, great.
Ooh.
Oh, lovely work there.
Yeah, that was, my God, that was narrow.
Yeah, Killer Number 7 did a good job hitting the ceiling like that, and because he did it like that, Stocky had an opportunity, then just put them off so much, Galeforce, that they didn't really know what was going to happen there. So in the end, 1-0.
Indeed, that was very quick indeed. Away we go. Rhino Panda trying to get hold of that one. Ooh, what a redirect there by K-Dup. Didn't quite come off. Devo thunders that one towards the post. Towards the bar, but doesn't quite come off. Stocky sends that one down. And a slow roller then towards the orange half. K-Dup now returns that one. Stocky can't quite get behind that one. Number 7 sends that one to the middle. Devo finds Violet Panda.
Ooh.
wasn't quite on target. That comes to the corner.
Yeah, that was quite close there. Just to clarify for you also, apparently a lot of people are saying that compared to me, you're actually a little bit quieter. So if you can turn yourself up a little bit more, that would be fantastic. Going back onto the game, though, Devo just bounced it off the wall. Might be able to work with... Oh, what is Heavy doing? What? Why did Heavy do that? Let's take a look. So Panda just passes it over to Devo to take the strike. And then...
Oh, no.
I'm just... not even going to explain that. I think Heavy felt he could do something with the ball to put... He was going for a rebound shot, and then nothing was going to happen with it. Unfortunately, he just ended up directing it into his own net. Crisis for Juicy Kids there.
Indeed, and for some reason my Windows had turned my microphone down. Windows doesn't like me casting, it seems. Right, let's try that one then. K-Dot then goes up for that one. That's off the ceiling. Panda gets a kill on killer number 7. Devo. Heavy now. So Heavy's gone from hero to 0 already in this match. We're only 1.5 minutes in. Stocky sends that one to the wall. Heavy doesn't quite get behind it. Violet Panda now. Killer number 7 tries to get on to the corner. Violet Panda finds Devo. Has gone up in the air. Devo kills killer number 7 again. He's a bit of a demo magnet at the moment. K-Dot returns it. Killer number 7's gone up for that one. Stocky. Oh, that was close, but Devo was there. Double commit there from Gale Force to send one back to the blue half. So in the air, K-Dot. Good read, but that's bounced off the Stocky.
At the moment, we're seeing a lot of offensive pressure coming out of Gale Force. While they do have 4 shots on goal so far, a lot of it's just been over-aggression, where they're not really working off the second rebound play or the third, and that's allowing Juicy Kids really to just pick themselves back up. Their defense is really precarious at the moment. They're doing their best to try and hold against them, but if Gale Force just get a bit more patient, they probably could just bust open another goal here.
Heavy very nearly got caught out there again. He actually managed to pinch that one against the crossbar. Almost actually sent it into his own net again. So Heavy a little bit risky in play. Oh, Devo tried to get a lovely 2 blocks actually in the air. He didn't actually need the second one in the end. So that comes sailing back into the blue half. Stocky gets someone away from the goal. K-Dot tries to intercept it off the wall. Stocky.
Oh, Stocky, what a touch.
Oh,
what a demo.
What? That demo was crucial to that goal. Lovely play by Stocky and killer number 7. 2-1, 2:07 on the clock.
But look at that control by Stocky. Killer knew he had to take him out there. And he did a great job of doing that. But it was more the control that Stocky built on that ball, which then allowed them to score there. Great teamwork and a good goal. 2-1.
Lovely stuff. Stocky sends that one forward. Violet Panda. Oh, great passing play, but killer number 7 just getting in the way at the crucial moment there. Devo sending that one forward. Nice double touch, but Heavy was able to save. Stocky gets a demo K-Dot. Number 7 gets it past Violet Panda. Can Heavy finish the job? That's going to be off the backboard. Devo this time with the touch. Finds killer number 7, K-Dot. Thunders that one towards the goal, but Heavy should get the clear on that one, which he does. Violet Panda blocks Heavy. That's going to go in the middle. Stocky sends that one forwards. K-Dot pinches that one against the wall. Still a little bit dangerous for Gale Force. Touched by Stocky, bounces off the Devo and goes in.
Yeah, this game has all been Stocky so far. That little touch that he did just back then, what you just saw on the rebound, not this part, the previous part, it was so crucial because 2 of his players were then out of position. All you have to do is just thump it at the centre and then hopefully a goal would be produced. And he did that. He then created the rebound, the opportunity to score. Good play by Stocky so far.
Devo in the demo on Heavy. Scans into the middle. Stocky sends that one down to the ground. K-Dot. Back forwards, killer number 7. Back into the middle. Devo now. Just sends that one back forward. Stocky bails on that. He's got hold of it. He was taking a little bit too much time with it. Devo tries to relieve him of it. Heavy sends that back into the orange half. Devo returns it. Killer number 7. Finds K-Dot. Tries to intercept it, but K-Dot keeps on going towards the blue half. Now Heavy off the backboard. Tries to get that double touch, but slightly too wide.
Yeah, slightly too wide there, but they're keeping this pressure going, and that they're just keeping Gale Force suffocated so that they can't really create any plays.
Oh,
look at that angle.
Touch.
Wonderful touch there.
That was beautiful.
Yeah, you can see it here. Stocky with the rebound play there. It does a great job of setting up Killer number 7. But again, Stocky and Killer are just reading each other very well in the air and are doing great stuff when they're going into offensive counterattacks. Gale Force really need to get control of this game and start getting it. They were doing really well for the first minute of the game. They've had 5 shots. And they've had 7 shots on goal. And it's 4-1 here. And in comparison, 2012, aka Juicy Kids, have had 8.
That seems to be the way it goes. We seem to have quite high shooting matches, not necessarily from the teams you'd expect so far in this broadcast. It's heavy.
K-Dop's done the right thing here, though. He's created the pressure, which allows K-Dop, like, instantly by hitting its center, this allows this offensive play to form. And almost was the opportunity there. But yeah, just going back onto it, seriously, though, it's all about Juicy Kids so far in this first half.
Beautiful. Very nicely done. But we will see if they're able to maintain that pressure. It's always been about momentum. It's always had that. You've always had that element of the mental game, so to speak. So we'll see if the Juicy Kids can carry that on.
We will see if that is, but we have to remember here that these are these are world champion players, K-Dop and Violent Panda. It's nice actually to be casting Panda in the first time in forever. So Panda, I'm really glad to be casting you for the first time in a while. K-Dop as well. Back when I was casting with K-Dop, he was playing for Stoic. It's just fantastic to see him again.
Longy time ago.
Yeah. Devo himself actually came into the scene just as I left. So he's done some fantastic stuff in the year and a half that I've been out of the scene. But going back onto it, these guys are proven players. They should be really making and capitalizing on the plays and the opportunities that they had. And unfortunately, that hasn't been happening so far.
Right, away we go then for match number 2. Up into the air, Killer number 7. Sends up one forward, K-Dop. Back into the middle, Violet Panda spikes that one to the ground. Devo can't quite get the redirect on that. As Killer number 7 sends that forward. Heavy. Finds K-Dop. Back to Stocky. K-Dop puts it in the middle. Killer number 7 quick to get up for that. That's gone straight up in the air. Violet Panda this time. Gets hold of that one. That's going to come down. Ooh, K-Dop with the last minute save.
It was really good play there by Killer, and the defensive pressure even created off the ceiling play. It's tough actually to put that much power on the ball when coming down because the ceiling's notorious for like killing off about 50% of the speed. So he did very well to really make a real strong shot out of that one.
Ooh, that was getting close for Stocky. Gets the touch on that one. Devo trying to keep it live. It's going to come back down. Stocky can't get it past Violet Panda now.
They've done it.
Oh, just too wide.
And they just opened them up there, and they didn't manage to score. And they are the moments that Gale Force have been consistently not making those moments happen, and making those opportunities count.
Oh, Killer number 7 turns that into a counter attack for 1-0.
I mean, it's a side, but Devo should really be catching on to that one. He doesn't get on it. Killer number 7 just pops it into the net, and it's 1-0.
Away we go then. 3:46 still on the clock. Still plenty of time for an answer to be made. Okay, sends it one forward. Oh, just intercepted from K-Dop. He now sends that one forwards. Violet Panda can't get hold of that. Go again. Heavy now. Gets it past one. With the ceiling. Follow it through though. K-Dop puts it to the wall. Violet Panda. Killer number 7 intercept.
It.
There is. Violet Panda's picked up that one. K-Dop can't get hold of it though. Heavy and Killer number 7 both go for that. Violet Panda gets it past Stocky. Can Devo do anything with it from there? Oh,
yeah, he can set up K-Dop.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Now you see, it would have been very easy to kind of panic. Is not quite the word, but just try and make the shot from there. My goodness me, what a touch! And was all it needed to make sure K-Dop had the shot he needed for the equaliser.
I mean, this goes back to what we said about them all being really good players. To be able to do that sort of air roll and twist the ball around, do a 180 and get yourself right in the perfect position to pass to your teammate, just shows you the class that is involved in Rocket League these days.
Absolutely. There's K-Dop with a save there. Devo clear. K-Dop again. Doesn't get the touch. Violet Panda's there. Forwards. Stocky. Gets a touch. K-Dop. Can he finish it? Oh, we're heavy. This time with the save. Devo, Stocky this time with the save. Now all the pressure seems to be on the Juicy Kid's shoulders. As K-Dop sends that one back to the wall. Over the air. Right, Panda. K-Dop. Anticipating where that's going. And tosses it away from the backboard. Devo passes it back off the wall. Stocky finds K-Dop. Devo can't get hold of it. Stocky again, sending it forward. Heavy doesn't get a touch. Lila Panda gets it away. Heavy off the seeding. Can killer number 7 finish it? No, not quite. K-Dop gets the clear. Heavy. No, Devo's beating
they've
to
broken
it.
the chain.
And there it is. Yes, indeed. Gale Force now getting a second one on the board.
You can see there, Stocky kind of sets up Devo's touch here, which allows them. Well, K-Dop is really unnecessarily touching that ball, just for the fact of us saying, well, K-Dop scored a lot of goals. But yeah, well done, K-Dop, MVP, mate. But genuinely, good reaction there from Devo. We saw earlier him with killer number 7 he wasn't really reacting on the balls as much. Now he's waking up and getting those aerial touches.
K-Dop with the long clear. That's going to go all the way home. Violet Panda just making sure he had the legs to get there. 3-1. That was quick.
Yeah, I'm just evaluating what happened there. Yeah, K-Dop just lobs it over Heavy, and Heavy's just he's just too far forward really at this point. A lot can happen in a kickoff situation. The players aren't really in their formal rotations to work off the ball at that point. So then goals like that are quite, they always throw the ball to the centre in hopes that something can happen in the first 20 seconds of a kickoff scene.
Stocky can't quite get past Devo. K-Dop picks that one up. Long clear back into the blue half. Heavy gets that one.
Good touch.
K-Dop off the corner, but Devo gets bundled off of that one. He's going to find Heavy. Gets it over Devo. Killer number 7 sent it a little bit too high. Can Stocky do anything with that? He's put it in the middle. Killer number 7, that's not the angle I think he was after. Devo trying to get some momentum on it. Gets intercepted by killer number 7. K-Dop gets it forwards. Now another opportunity for Gale Force. Can Stocky get the clear? Yes, he can, but he's going to find Violet Panda. Well played by Stocky then. Killer number 7 puts it to the corner. 1 minute to go. 2 goals is what is needed by the Juicy Kids crew. Stocky puts it in the middle. Can killer number 7 finish? No. Long clear. Nice. That could go. And it does. K-Dop. What a shot from pretty much another country.
Okay, so in the space of a minute, he went from stealing Devo's goal to making 2 important shots happen. So well done for K-Dop there, doing a good central shot there, and just managing to kill off any offensive rotation that was being created there by Juicy Kids, and really sealing the game too.
Indeed, 3 in 40 seconds is going to be a pretty tall order for even the best of them. Going to come back in the middle, and Heavy doesn't again get the touch he needs. Violet Panda is demoed by killer number 7. Oh, what a save by K-Dop. 30 seconds then for Gale Force to hang on to this one, which that sentence sounds disingenuous, far more so than I actually intended. But of course they just need to hang on to the lead. A 3-goal lead can disappear very, very quickly if you get too complacent with it. I think it's pretty secure now with 10 seconds on the board. Is there going to be another one? No, not quite. That comes back into the blue half.
No, there will be. It's Panda, for goodness sake. Come on, Panda, do something.
And there it is, your leveller by Gale Force Esports.
They did well in that one. They did a lot better. And the reason why is because they evaluated what they were doing wrong in the previous game, which was they were going a bit too fast in the tempo. They weren't really as focused on making the accurate shots accurate, and they recognised that the other team was exposed to central offensive plays. They brought this into this game. They lobbed the ball a couple of times over them, and they also were a bit more feisty when trying to get on the ball. So a bit better there. And it just shows you the difference when a team of that kind of caliber starts playing a little bit better, how much it can change. So game 3 is going to be Juicy Kids' opportunity to say, no, we can diverse as well. We can do things a little bit differently. Killer, Stocky and Heavy have played together for ages. These guys should be able to deal with central offensive attacks like that, and I'm sure they'll be able to figure it out. The other part is they have been playing with other teammates for quite a bit, so the players themselves, we'll just have to wait and see. I don't know what they're doing. I feel like they're stalling for me, but they're definitely not stalling for me. They're stalling for Devo.
I was going to say, we appear to be a Devo short, so this old trick of slowing the timer down still seems to work, which I thought didn't, but it does still seem to be doing what they want it to do.
No, I love it when this happens. I remember watching it for like a good. I think they did it for a good 10 minutes during one of the RLC. Yeah, they were doing like a fun RLC Pro League kind of celebration tournament. I think while they were waiting for somebody, it went on for a good long time. I can't remember the specific. I think it was that one. I can't remember. But the point is it's. Devo is probably changing cards at this rate, or he's just sorting out his latency. I would imagine it's more his latency. And the reason I say that is given the fact that earlier we saw him not being as feisty and touching aerial plays. He is Devo. He's a guy who's great at being in control of the ball. And the fact that he wasn't as in control of the ball in the previous situations would suggest it's a latency issue, which is when usually the players are going in the air. They think they're the first one there. They're not actually the first one. And those little ping moments can have all the biggest... They can open up all the opportunities for the other team to score against you. So it's very important to make sure your ping is pretty good. So that's what we're waiting on at the moment. But we're still waiting for it. But going on to this, we do have... let's go look on the upper bracket and just see what's going on, because Rocket Baguette at the moment are casting, not telling you guys to leave us. That would be the worst thing to say, but they are playing. I just have to remind everyone that Lorty, Jesse and Fruity did manage to defeat. They did a great job. They managed to defeat the might of Scrub Killer Blue in UK. So if you want to go see them playing it out against, you saw just earlier, Doomsy's team, then yeah, flick over there. But we've got a Devo. He's just come online on my Steam, so he'll be in this game in about 10 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. 10 seconds. I'm doing that thing when you put your ear on your finger to like your finger on your ear. That's it. You can't move your ear onto your finger. That
well,
weird,
I would hope
guys,
I hope you couldn't. Anyway, that would be
that would be a bit disturbing, guys. But yeah, okay, we have a Devo, ladies. Oh no, we don't. Lol, his PC is ******* ED'd. So that's probably the best way I can say it to a children's audience.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
so I could probably play if they want. Oh, hang on. Let me ask them.
Yeah, go offer your services. Why not?
Stocky saying good workout. We might just beat the longest wait on rotating players at this rate. There needs to be a timer for this. We need to set an official timer.
So basically what is happening here is we are just waiting to see. We're either waiting for Devo to sort his problem and return to us, or we're waiting for official word from the powers that be, from the admin team, to give us direction on are we going to forfeit or what's going to have you. We've had
forfeit. No. Whoa, guys, let's not take it that far yet. Let's hold. Let's hold there. Like, I don't know if it's going to forfeit. Is Devo's PC that bad right now? Is that what they're saying?
We don't know. But we will see. We will
I
see
hope not.
Well, we hope not, because of course it's denying us a great matchup. But
definitely,
we will have to see what is what. If Devo
so
is
I'm
able
with
to
the
return.
fans here, mate. I'm in Twitch chat, mate. Basically, like
I'm with you. I'm wanting this match to continue. Don't get me wrong. I'm wanting my microphone to stop turning down as well, which is slightly irritating. But my technical troubles continue, sadly.
No, I don't. I think you should have a look into that while we were waiting for this. But I'm just going to talk for a bit and just discuss the fact that we do have. Thank you very much to everyone that has played in Gfinity tonight. If you guys have already participated, thank you very much. We are just waiting, just to give you guys an update. We are still waiting for the other semi-final as well to finish off. And then after that, it will be the grand final tonight. And one of these two teams will be participating in it. It could be Gale Force, it could be Juicy Kids, but it all comes down to whether Juicy Kids can recognize the fact that previous match, their central attack of play was being exposed. Oh, okay, there's a lot of dots coming from killer number 7 there. So they are... You have to remember also, guys, that the fact that they're having to go in and out consistently, ladies and gentlemen, Devo is here. The game is back. Game 3 now underway.
Oh, there's need to switch back to the correct scene, and away we go then. Straight in and straight on. And Heavy now with the ball. Sent towards Violet Panda. Violet Panda doesn't touch it. Killer number 7 picks up that one from the blue side. Send into the corner. Violet Panda returns it. Heavy. Sends that one back. A bit of tennis going on at the moment. Devo. That's that one off the back wall. Can killer number 7 get to it? He does. It's going to kill it. Can Stocky get there? And, oh, Violet Panda.
Well done, Panda.
Being the
Brilliant
Panda once
there.
again. Wow, that was an amazing clutch save.
Yeah, I mean, that's classic Panda there, the Dutch player, showing what he's about. I've always loved this guy ever since he was in Musketeers. I thought this guy's going places. I mean, it was more Marky who pointed out how good he was when he picked him in the draft about a year and a half ago over everyone else. But yeah, a brilliant player Panda is, and he's proven that with winning the RLCS as well.
Twice. Oh, is that going to be a goal? Not quite, Devo. Oh, well recovered by killer number 7 to keep that one away. 1 minute gone, still 0-0 scoreline. That was close.
Nail biter.
Oh, just a tad. So apologies for the stream. I am having some technical difficulties with my sound. That's why it keeps going off. I'm trying to resolve it whilst continuing to cast. It's a challenge, I can assure you. Oh, that was...
Oh, you definitely sound louder. I'll give you that. I can probably say that for everyone at that point. But
it keeps altering, unfortunately. So
that's right. I'll let you do that while I look at this. So, Stocky Machine smacking that ball up forward, but he is just kind of negotiating with Panda here on whether they're going to be able to go forward. The offensive aggression should come here now from killer number 7, and he does it. A fantastic little touch there on the ball, makes it 1-0.
Killer number 7 timing that one perfectly. Diva got up. I think he ran out of boost though, because he just seemed to touch it with the merest of touch, and K-Dop couldn't quite keep it. That one out. 3:15 left, 1-0 game.
I mean, he could have been low on boost. You're right. The fact that he wasn't really ready for the shot that was coming out of killer number 7, it seemed like a pretty standard shot to expect from someone in his position. So you'd imagine K-Dop was probably aware of that.
Stocky sends up one forwards. Comes off the ceiling. Killer number 7 doesn't quite get to it. Violet Panda sends up one across to Devo. Heavy. Round to Violet Panda. Stocky's going to hold. Oh no, Stocky didn't touch it. Killer number 7. Oh, that Heavy's nowhere near that one. K-Dot capitalising on that mistake for 1-1.
Just a note. So K-Dop here. Yeah, killer number 7 thinks he can be he can be all smart with the ball and do a bit of dribbling, but K-Dop shows that you have to be goal side of the ball to make anything happen. Before you even consider trying to be funny with the ball, you should really have someone in your defensive back line if you're going to start dribbling the ball. So killer number 7 also trying to score a goal in the wrong net.
Yeah, that's what I thought. He was looking like he was going to do that. Devo sends up one sky high, but none of the Gear Force guys there to follow that one through. K-Dot finds Violet Panda. Killer number 7 though keeps that one away. Heavy's gone up for that. Devo gets the intercept. They're going to come back into the middle, but Stocky's there this time. Panda puts it back in the middle. Heavy, open net, no one home, and there's 2-1.
Juicy are doing a lot better in this series, and let's explain why. You can see that Panda kind of makes the mistake here of touching the ball like that. It kind of allows Heavy to snatch it, but they have had 5 shots against them, and they've only had 3 shots on goal, and they've managed to keep themselves in this game and do a lot better. I mean, you could argue as well that maybe the pauses also took away the momentum that Gale Force had, but these are all the kind of things that really affect these players.
Oh, what a touch. What a touch by killer number 7, and a great save by K-Dop to prevent that becoming 3-1. Violet Panda wait for that to come down. K-Dop. Someone to the ball. Heavy. Someone past one. Doesn't get it past Violet Panda. Now on the ball again. Doesn't get it past killer number 7. Stocky sends someone forwards. Does he find Heavy? He does, but that's off the bar. Devo, can he finish this one off? He's got killer number 7 for company. Oh! And well backed up by K-Dop for 2-2.
Yeah, Devo really should be getting that one in the goal. You can see here, he knows the angle, he knows the shot. He still had the opportunity because K-Dop comes in and finishes it off for him. I mean, Devo was trying to score and K-Dop was nicking the goals, but this time it actually matters that K-Dop was there. Now it's 2-2.
As long as it goes in the correct goal, I'm not sure they might. Oh, killer number 7 again with a great shot, and K-Dop again with a great save.
Look how fast that was. Amazing stuff.
Oh, Violet Panda's missed it out of the air. Devo's there to try and get that away. Killer number 7 punishes them for it. And 3-2.
He's doing really well in this series, in this game 3, and the reason why is because he's consistently putting on the pressure. It's stopping them from creating their own rotative play, so that they got their boost and that they're ready for the next shot. Great stuff by Killer so far.
And away we go then. Kill number 7 sends that into the orange half. Heavy sends it forward. Violent Panda gets a clear. Killer number 7 returns it. Heavy.
Nice.
Good pass, but couldn't get the angle they need to send that one home. It's to Stocky. Both K-Dub and Violet Panda went for that one. Devo, can he get there before Heavy? He does. This is off the corner. Stocky's there. Puts it in the middle. Killer number 7 now. K-Dub though. Violet Panda back it up. No, he gets it past one. Doesn't quite get it past Stocky though.
I feel like there's a lot more goals in this game still to come.
You may well be right, as Violet Panda gets the intercept on that one. Killer number 7's going to get... Oh no, he didn't get a touch, but Devo does get that one away. Stocky is going to put that back in the middle. Devo again trying to get the clear on that one. Killer number 7 putting it back in the middle. Violet Panda trying to get the clear on that. Devo's coming in to try and do something with it. Stocky gets it back into the corner. Now all the plays are coming out. Devo gets it off the wall. Violet Panda off the backboard. Can K-Dub do anything with it? He's playing the patient game, but Heavy gets the intercept on that. Devo with a shot! And there's your equaliser with 14 on the clock.
I thought this game had more goals, and you can see why here. Each team is just going really fast on the offensive plays that allows these players to show their true skill. Devo with a brilliant little touch on the ball there, making it 3-3 and 14 seconds to go. It could go OT here.
Another overtime then is awaiting.
Oh, Heavy.
Oh, Heavy. Great effort, but blocked to the last. K-Dop with a clear. That's going to come back towards the Gale Force goal though. K-Dop. Devo.
Counter attack.
Are they going to try and keep it off the ground? No, not quite. Overtime then in match number 1.
Who's...
Devo. To the blue side. Stocky. Kills that one against the wall. Heavy. K-Dop. Number 7 sends it back. As the Gale Force cycle back for that one. Now it's going to come to the opposite corner. Violet Panda gets it past 1. Still with it. Killer number 7 tries to get the kill on it. K-Dop is in the middle.
Heavy needs to get it. He gets it.
Which he does, but K-Dop's still there. And that gets pushed away to the side. Stocky gets it past 1. Can he send it all the way home? Devo!
He can.
Oh,
Devo.
Devo. That was dangerous.
Great stuff, K-Dop.
Well played by both sides to keep that one away. Killer number 7 bounces that one off the wall. Devo. Stocky. Killer number 7, can he finish it? Oh, well played by Violet Panda to keep that out. Well read. Heavy. Doesn't get behind that one. David doesn't touch it either. K-Dop. Sends it forwards. Killer number 7 puts it in the corner. Stocky sends that one away. Violet Panda. Off the ceiling. A little bit too much momentum against the ceiling, I think. Caught him out slightly.
2012 at the moment really need this game. If they can take this, it's going to really change them because it's going to make them feel psychologically that they can beat this Gale Force team. They really need this one at the moment.
Against the wall. K-Dop. Can't do anything with it. Heavy. Gets that one away. Devo. Puts it back in the blue half. Nice double touch by Devo. It's going to go in the middle slightly too wide. Killer number 7. Off the wall. Heavy. Tries to get behind it. Devo. Killer number 7's put that back in the middle.
I like this. Look at the way that the players are deliberately touching the ball onto weird side angles. They're doing this on purpose because they don't want the other team to get like 3 passes and a shot on goal. 2 passes and a shot on goal. So it's and they're all veterans, all these players. They've all been playing this game for a long, long time. So they know the last thing you want to do is do a generic little clear away defensively.
Indeed, indeed. Violet Panda tries to do something with it. Heavy. Devo gets that one off the wall. It's going to go to Stocky. Sends that one straight up back in the air. Violet Panda. Finds killer number 7. Devo. K-Dop now. Sends that one back into the blue half. This overtime could last a while.
Nice play by Stocky there.
Violet Panda. Off the K-Dop. Devo with a shot with a slightly too wide. Violet Panda finishes that one off and takes game number 2.
Ironically, the good touch by Stocky ends up being the one that sets up the whole goal here. Well played there by Gale Force, but quick working on the ball. Heavy and killer numbers. Heavy isn't really ready for the shot. And there we have it. They take the game 3.
And I have a disconnect symbol.
Yeah, we do. We all do. This is
again.
standard Monday evening, maybe, guys. But don't worry, we'll
again.
have the match back in a moment. So while King-Kodiak and me sort out that, I'll just discuss. It was a shame for Juicy to lose that game 3 there, because they really needed that psychologically. Now they're going into a game 5 against the current 2 world champions, and Devo, who is an insane player. So not the kind of situation you want to be in if you're the team that's trying to make itself well known in the RLCS kind of scene, while you're really from the RLRS scene. So it's going to come down to whether they can just pick themselves up and go, right, that was a little mistake there. It doesn't matter. We can just work off that and do something else with it. So I believe at the moment we're going to have to wait for the details to be sent back to us, and then after that we'll be able to get straight into the game. Isn't that right, King?
Well, it all depends on whether I can create the next or recreate that particular match.
Yes, let's fingers crossed. Okay, so it looks like we're doing that at the moment, guys. So just bear with us and we'll be ready in a moment. I'm just going to have a look at the top bracket to see where we are with that, and to see if who has won it. Well, we're still waiting. Don't forget, guys, you can watch Rocket League for the other part of the semi-finals if you guys want to do it. All the players are actually here, guys, so we're going to be able to get straight back into game 4 here. Now, can Juicy Kids work off this? They need to decide, right, it doesn't matter, let's pick ourselves up. Gale Force are expected to win a game like this. Can they pull the upset? This is their chance, game 4.
Straight up in the air. Killing number 7. Gets up and up in the air. Violet Panda now coming forward. Heavy. Gets the intercept on it. Killing number 7 can't from that angle do anything with it. Stocky. Sends it to the wall. Devo. Pass 1. K-Dot was there to finish it, but Heavy sends that one to the wall. Killer number 7. Sends it over Stocky. Killer number 7. Can he finish it himself? Oh, well saved by K-Dot, but still dangerous though for Gale Force. Violet Panda sends it straight into Devo. That's not the ideal way of clearing that. Stocky sends that one into the wall. Killer number 7 can't get the angle he needs. Now can K-Dot finish it on his own? Gets a touch. Saved by Heavy.
Good save. Great work here. Look at the pressure that Gale Force are putting them under. Each time is due to the fact that they're touching and slowing down the pace of the ball. And Gale Force is like, no, we're going to keep this pace going. We want to keep it going. And now they're trying side passing as a way of trying to give themselves an opportunity to gain boost.
So it gets returned into the Gale Force half. Devo picks this one up. Sails into the blue half now. Heavy. Devo. Get number 7 again. K-Dot. Stocky intercepts it, but Violet Panda, can he do anything with it? Oh, slightly too high. Devo tries to keep it live. Sent away by Heavy. K-Dot gets the intercept on it. That could come down. Violet Panda off the backboard. Double touch off the backboard. Devo can't get the angle he needs.
Interestingly enough there, you saw Heavy and Killer working together to do a central clear.
Devo's coming
working together.
Heavy getting the save. K-Dot. Getting number 7.
Good touch.
Gets it
Great
past
touch.
Devo, and Violet Panda and K-Dot both go for that one. Devo tries to put it back in the middle. Violet Panda can't get the block. Comes back into the Gale Force half. K-Dot gets the intercept. Someone's going to beat it to it. Devo gets it out of the air. Stop it. Get a great feel on it. Devo gets a demo on killer number 7. Devo doesn't quite get that one home. Heavy just managing to redirect that one to the corner.
Been thinking so far that Juicy Kids haven't really been doing much demoing, and I've been looking out to see if any opportunities presents themselves, and they do sometimes. But sure, they don't get the boost, but they can still demo the person who did get the boost in order to really work off it. So, and Gale Force at the moment are playing dominant because of the fact that they're able to demo and then cut off all the boost opportunity they have for a counter attack.
Yeah, Devo going to put that in the middle.
Oh, K-Dot.
Devo was there to try and do something with it. Heavy got the intercept on that. Devo gets demoed by Heavy. Killer number 7. To get that one down to the ground. K-Dot's got it. And Stocky just manages to direct that to the corner. Heavy. Stocky. Now can Killer get hold of it. He gets the block on Devo. Into the middle. Heavy unfortunately sent that straight to Violet Panda. Oh, Violet Panda can't get hold of it, but Devo gets that one away.
Yeah, it was a good little 1-2. It's just a shame that he didn't recognise to do the pass on the inside rather than on the outside of his car.
Oh, Devo! And look at that. I mean, fair play to the Juicy Kids for keeping that much offensive pressure, but just look how quickly that just then turned straight against them. And that was actually redirected by one of the Juicy Kids. I think it might have been Stocky. But that bounced off of. That was unlucky.
Yeah, it was pretty unlucky. They probably could have got back for the other one. I mean, we were about to comment on how good Devo was for a second there, and then we all realised that Devo kind of didn't really get the not denied, more like agreed. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, it wasn't quite as we initially thought. Never mind, straight on then. It's still 1-0, however it was scored. Into the corner, Heavy gets a touch. Stocky doesn't get it past Violent Panda. He does, but Devo is there. Stocky still with the ball. In comes Heavy. K-Dop this time, trying to get that clear on that one.
Both teams have 6 shots, by the way, each, so they really should be doing something. Like, can show the defensive plays coming out both teams to be able to hold off 6 shots on goal.
Oh, K-Dop doesn't get a touch on that one. Stocky did go up for the block. Violet Panda tries to do something with it. Heavy bounces that one off the wall. Devo demos killer number 7. To try and slow down the Juicy Kids offensive. K-Dop puts that one to the wall.
God, if I'm Gale right now, I'd just be like taking my time about this. With no over extending. Just keep pushing the ball out into their area, and then just making sure all 3 of you are in defence with boost. And that looks like what they're doing so far.
Up into the air. Find the Panda taking his time with it, but killer number 7 gets the intercept. Heavy. Again, K-Dub gets the intercept on that one. Now Devo, and no one home. And Gale Force punishing another defensive error, and 2-0 it is.
I mean, they did make the mistake previously dribbling the ball and not being goal side of it, and then none of their teammates being back for it. Stocky was just about to get back, but they weren't really prepared for if they did that against them. So that's going to throw away the series potentially for them. And Juicy Kids, I mean, they did play really well as a team, but it just didn't work out for them.
And that's the thing, though. I mean, you've got to balance up how much offensive pressure you put on against how, who you leave back or how many you leave back.
Oh, Devo.
What a touch. But that is the semi-final then to Gale Force Esports.
And that does mean that we are going to be seeing Gale Force Esports in tonight's grand final in a best of 7 final. But who is it they're going to be playing against? Because we were just seeing earlier, Hoopside did it again, and the Wholesome Homies were actually the ones that were being casted just earlier. If I have to put my bet, I would say that Hoopside did it again are going to go through. I mean, if Doomsy's team goes through, that I'd be really, really happy because I'm English and I like. I mean, that's completely. I mean, these days saying something like that gets the wrong kind of impression, but I mean it totally mean it in the sense of nationality. Even then that can sound bad, but these days. But either way, I'm interested to see who is going through. I mean, Rocky Baguette are currently showing the adverts, so one would imagine that they are already completed that series. Anyway,
so we'll just have to wait for the results of that one to come through, and we will get this grand final ready for you as soon as we can. Do bear with us. We'll be back as soon as we can. Right then, ladies and gentlemen, Rogan's and my, to be fair, wishes have been granted for who is in our grand final this evening. It is none other than Doomsy's lot versus Galeforce Esports. Oh yes, let's have some of this.
I'm excited to see what's going to happen in this one. I'm a bit confused from the... Oh, wait, no. I've just remembered, guys, that we've got Rocket Baguette that are joining us as well. So when I saw Boyan's name, I was thinking, who is this player? And then it just clocked in. But let's just break it down. So Flark and Data, Swedish players. Flark, Data specifically played for a team called Team Solid once upon a time. They're both two Swedes, working with Doomsy tonight. And wow, is all I can say. I saw them previously against WLF, and I thought Doomsy's redirects were brilliant. I think it's the Doomsy of old that might be coming back. We'll just wait and see. That could probably be the interesting comment of the season. But it's nice to have them in the final against Devo, Violent Panda, and K-Dop. What a final it's going to be. It could be a close one if they're all playing at their very best. But instead of saying generic stuff, I would like to see a quick pace game. I would like to see if Data, Doomsy, and Fluck can keep up with Galeforce if they really turn up the heat. And the fact that I'm hoping that Devo's PCU is also completely ready. So best of 7 this one is, guys. So let's get strapped in and let's get ready for it. Let's go.
Indeed. Right, our players are in and into their sides. Hopefully my mic stops messing about, because I think this is going to be...
Yeah.
Who's your money on? Who's your money on?
My money's on your microphone dropping, but
nice.
I think at the moment this is going to be a tough match in series to see what happens. I got to give it to Galeforce. I don't think Doomsy's team's going to win. If the Swedes and Doomsy win, I will... I'll be very happy for Rocket League Esports.
To be fair, the sensible money does go with Galeforce Esports, but you know, these upsets happen. Oh, that was nearly the scoring open, but sent away then by Doomsy. I would love for Doomsy's squad to win. Like I say, you know, they were the first team I casted here on Rocket League Central. Oh, K-Dop! Bang! Oh, well,
That's it. It's over.
Yeah.
Right, guys, ladies and gentlemen, your winners of tonight's tournament after a game 1 first goal in a best of 7 goes to K-Dop. Forget Galeforce. But genuinely, I'm sure this will be a long series. As long as we can see the Doomsy of old, that's what I want to see tonight. Some supersonic stuff coming out of him.
Oh yes, that's a good old name from the past. But I mean, they've got the talent to make Galeforce work for it. Let's not forget that. K-Dop, Violent Panda now. Moving forward, Devo tried to get a redirect on there before Doomsy got hold of it. It's the wall. K-Dop intercepted from Data. Straight back in the middle, Violent Panda sends that one towards goal, but Flarky's there. Devo kills that one on the halfway line. Violent Panda tries to get that one away from Flarky, which he does. Now, K-Dop now. What a redirect! And Galeforce are coming out, all guns blazing for 2-0.
Come on, Doomsy. I actually want him to get this ball, and then K-Dop just gets on it. He's grabbing boost. He's probably going, no boost in the comms. And then going, oh, wait, K-Dop's there. Better go get that one. Yeah, it's over. 2-0.
Up against the wall. Data can't get hold of it from the ceiling. Violet Panda tried to intercept that. Seems back into the blue half then. Violet Panda doesn't touch it. Data. Violet Panda. Down to the middle. Devo wasn't there. Doomsy actually bundles into Data with the look of it. K-Dop with the touch. Oh, Flarky left that very late to get the save, but he does manage it. Devo kills it. And Doomsy now picks this one up. Gets it past one. But Violet Panda. Long clear, Flarky doesn't get hold of it, and Data just manages to get a save.
K-Dop has been fantastic. He's had 4 shots on goal so far. He's really putting on the pressure, and he's being a real pest to this wholesome homies team. Oh, look at that, another one.
Top right corner for K-Dop then. Look at that from Violet Panda. You don't see a great deal of... don't see as much of that kind of aerial acrobatics as you used to. I think people have learned how to read them now. Or I say people, the top gods have learned to read that more to make it far less effective than it ever used to be.
Well, I mean, like you would say, calling them top gods would be a bit disingenuous, wouldn't it?
Probably, yeah.
I so wanted to use that word. I've never heard a caster use it until you, and I thought I need to say this in this cast. K-Dop on target again, though.
Violet Panda try to do something with it, bounces it off of Flarky. Flarky bundles, tries to bundle through Violet Panda. Puts it back in the middle. Oh, Flarky then gets the save. Devo. Flarky's still keeping the momentum going. And gets demoed for his trouble by K-Dop. Tries to clear it across the goal. K-Dop now picks this one up. Against the wall. Does he find Violet Panda? He does!
Oh,
what
wow.
a play! 4-0 then to Gfinity Esports.
RLCS standard right there. K-Dop dribbles the ball in the air, throws it over to Panda. Panda knows exactly what K-Dop's going to do. They probably worked on that one day in, day out, ready and prepping for Season 4, and just give you another demonstration of their ability as a team. 4-0.
Violet Panda committed to that a very long time in advance. So that wasn't by fluke. That was exactly... that was calculated in the nth degree. Violet Panda gets that one off the wall. Takes his time to see what Data was going to do. Flarky's picked this one up now. Devo. Proceeding. K-Dop. What a redirect! But Data was there to send that one away. Flarky puts that one down in the middle. Violet Panda. K-Dop again. Sadly, Devo wasn't there to finish that particular one off. Flarky doesn't get it past Devo though. He's there. Off the wall. K-Dop puts it into the middle. Data off the backboard. Flarky going to finish it off. Oh, he doesn't get the touch.
I feel a bit sorry for them at this point. They have the opportunities don't really come up because their defensive is so solid. They've only had one shot on goal, and it's understandable why. Look at that, the opening, Data's not there, and now it's 5-0. And just to go over this a bit more, really, I mean, the real question Twitch chat's probably wondering is whether it's Flarky or Flark. I'm pretty sure it's Flark. When I heard you were casting it earlier, I thought it was Flark.
First time I heard it was Flarky, so we all know who. I mean, I will call him Flark if that is his preference.
I really don't know, to be honest. I think when I was casting him years ago, I used to call him Flark. Like, I can see a couple of people suggesting what you could call them. But yeah, I mean, the reason we're pulling it away from the game, guys, is because it's 5-0 here. At this point, Wholesome Homies need to pick themselves up and decide how are we going to move forward with this one. And in my opinion, I think they just need to just decide to take shots on goal like that. That would be a really good idea.
Yeah, like so. And it's these goals, whilst they may not make a great deal of difference to the current series, it is enough to start to switch the momentum back. We've seen this time and again, where you see one goal come in towards the end and think, oh, well, that's just an easy pickup. But it's just enough to break that mental... Oh, hello. Nice. A lovely kickoff goal there by Flarky. And
something's off.
Yeah. I'm being also told it's Flark... Well, Flark E with about 5 E's, so I'll refrain from that one.
Doom's E. but seriously, guys, I think running off what King just said there, he was making a good point, which was it's important for the teams to go, okay, right, look, guys, we've really screwed up this game. Let's look at the way we're playing. Let's try something a little bit more different, and then see if it works, and then we'll play like that in game 2. And yeah, that was pretty good by Panda there. I like the fact that they're doing a bit more demoing. I like the fact that they're actually accurate, making opportunities for themselves. But you could argue that Galeforce just turned off. I mean, they had 13 shots on goal in this game. I don't think we've ever seen tonight.
Great.
You never know. They might win this game 1 at this rate. Even at 0 seconds.
Yeah.
I don't care. If this game had 10 more seconds in it, I reckon that could have went to overtime, guys.
Well, round 1 of our final then goes to Galeforce. I can't speak. My mic is giving up on me, and now so is my vocabulary.
Sounds like you're giving up as well. Don't let it go.
Never.
King. We love you, man.
No.
We can't have casting without you here, man.
Oh.
We need you, man. And we need your passion. So, but going on to this, I mean, let's take a moment to appreciate that. That was the game one jitters. Just need a moment to get yourselves together in a game. You're playing against two of the season 4 RLCS champions. It's a pretty big deal. And one thing I learned when I was doing a bit of coaching was that the players really know what it feels like when they're playing against a good team. That they start off, they're like, come on, let's do this. And if they go like 3 goals down, it really, really messes you up mentally. You start going, oh God, all this. But when you start letting more than 3 goals in after game 1, it can actually be beneficial because you start to relax and think, okay, what were we actually doing wrong? How can we improve on that? And what can we do a bit differently? So I'm hoping that maybe after we just saw 3 goals come in 30 seconds, which could potentially be because Gale Force calmed down. Nah, I think it could be because maybe Wholesome Homies are about to get a bit more wholesome. Let's see if they can.
Indeed. It's been said so many times that Rocket League is a momentum-based game, so sticking 3 away, luck or not, could well be enough, as we mentioned, to start making that, bringing Wholesome Homies back into this series. Let us see as Violet Panda goes up for that one. Kate sends it forwards. Devo with a reverse goal as well. Well, if you're going to put a bit of style on it, why not? Data went up for it. Just overextended himself. The back end of Devo scoring that one, opening the scoring with not even 10 seconds gone.
Yeah, Data pretty much looked like he got a virus there. He was completely off target, really getting on the ball, and allows the goal to go in. And it's already 1-0. Not the start you want in game 2.
Plenty of time to do something about it, though. Trying to try to get hold of that one. Data sends it forwards. K-Dot finds Devo. Flarky beats him to it, though. And there's a bit of hesitancy there from Doomsy and Data. That could cost them. Flarky managed to get hold of that one. Lovely touch. Data sends it forward. A little bit too wide. And Flarky doesn't do anything with it. Data now puts that one in the middle. Panda gets the touch. K-Dot.
Nice.
Flarky's got it clear, but it's not really gone anywhere. What a shame. But Violet Panda was a little bit too much forward momentum there to try and get that one home.
On paper, that's exactly what you expect from all those 3 players right there. That was like a paper example of what you would expect. Devo coming in for the high angle shots, battering them down. K-Dop lobbing them. Flark scoring.
He did.
What's just going on?
Lovely pass made. Data 1, Doomsy 2, Flarky 3 to level the score.
Well done there by them. A better play from them. A lot of passing. You keep the ball in the air like that with that kind of pace, so it becomes impossible to predict where it's going to go. So well done to them. 1-1.
Kate up. Trying to solo that one home, but Flarky's having none of that.
Good read.
Off the corner. Devo pinches that one against the back. Doomsy puts it back in the middle. Data tried to do something with it, but K-Dog gets the save. Flarky. That one up in the air. And misses the next touch. Violet Panda finds K-Dog. Through his back. Oh, that's not a good touch, but Doomsy's there. Put some more momentum on that. Violet Panda puts it back in the middle. Flarky gets that one back in the orange. K-Dog is underneath it. Doomsy, in he comes. Gone straight up to try and redirect it, but Devo.
I love that.
Same. Violet Panda.
Oh, that boost was being used for passion.
Flarky finds Data. Flarky's gone up. And a little bit too close to the wall. Doomsy bailed on that. K-Dub's got hold of it. Got it past 1. Can he get it past 2? What a shot. K-Dub doesn't need his teammates at this point for 2-1.
Great ground play finesse here by K-Dub. Look at the way he just loops the ball over, he controls it on the ground, and then just hits it forward. He knows that if he puts it in the air a little bit, it then becomes exposed to being touched away. He keeps the momentum on that ball and makes it 2-1. Great play by K-Dub all through the last few matches. He's been doing some great stuff so far.
Whoop. The Panda couldn't actually redirect that. That came back, I think, actually from K-Dub.
Well, let's take a look at it. K-Dub kind of like smacks the ball forward.
No, it was Devo.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Oops. Even the greats make mistakes. That's what you get, Devo, for still wavering your envious tag as opposed to the Gale Force.
I've got to be honest here. It's a really good play by Fluck to predict what was going on with all of that. So he did well to score the goal as well.
Data. Has it been in the middle? Doomsy killed it.
E.
Devo's got now just being reduced to E.
No, I just forgot the Flark. I forgot to say E at the end of Flark about 5 seconds ago. So I thought a delayed E would be beneficial.
Oh.
Anyway, Data is scoring a goal here while I'm putting everyone off.
Oh dear. Well. A rare mistake then from Gale Force. Marky
That's
finds
much
Data.
better.
And yeah. Not much else you can add to that one. Well,
apart from the fact that Gale Force were a bit too far forward, that got overexposed and allowed the opportunity to open up.
K-Dop intercepts Data. Flarky's come in for it. There's a shot! Whoa!
Now, if this isn't a double car hit, I am going to quit casting, I reckon. Hang on, there we go. Is it a double hit? It's not. I'm quitting casting, guys. There you go. That's me done.
Confirmed.
Fantastic touch by Flark there. How on earth he got that sort of power on it?
That was a thunderous shot.
Wow. Well, guys, I'll see you later.
Don't leave us. We need your energy as well, Mr. Roken. Right. Less than 2 minutes to go. Devo gets hold of that one. Back into the blue half. Data. Thunders it across. Panda. Who's he going to find? Devo and K-Dot went for that. Oh, well saved by Data. Doomsy's trying to do something with it, but Data was there. Devo.
I'd like to announce my return back to casting, guys. 90 seconds. I've returned.
We've missed you all
feels
that
good
time.
to be back.
It felt like a lifetime.
Was a pretty good vacation, to be honest.
K-Dot finds Flarky. And
Oh,
still
Flark's
with
got
it.
this.
Oh,
Marvellous.
goodness me. Flarky is alive.
So K-Dot whacks the ball away and Flark just intercepts it perfectly. He then gets the perfect touch onto rolling it onto his front and then finishes it off. So at this moment, for Gale Force are probably in the same position which Wholesome Homies were in Game 1. And it is wonderful to see. It's actually wonderful to see Doomsy's team doing so well.
Panda went for it but bailed. Devo.
Yes.
Taking his time to wait for the commit and
Oh.
well saved. Flarky had to use all his boost to get up for that one. And Flarky doesn't touch it off the ball. And Doomsy gets demoed for his trouble. Data. Sends it forward, Devo. Put it back in the middle. K-Dub now chases that. Gets past one. Violet Panda. Oh my goodness me. What beautiful passing play.
God, who needs Argentina in the World Cup when you've got these two? Look at this. Marvellous passing and a great little back touch from K-Dot finishes off the play. They are hungry to keep themselves in this. This could go to overtime.
Doomsy had no chance on that one. He was perfectly positioned and that just flew right by him. Flarky gets it past one. K-Dot bundles through that one. Violet Panda. Oh, Doomsy was almost in line to put it in his own net there, but resisted the temptation. Yeah, Doomsy.
Finish. Oh, Devo.
No,
K-Dop.
he's not finished.
With
He's British.
Central. Yeah, exactly. That's probably why they didn't hit it.
Devo. Doomsy. Comes off the K-Dop then, straight up in the air. Flarky can't get it under control. Data sends it forwards. Devo bounces that one across the ceiling. Flarky. It's going to come off the backboard. And K-Dop intercepts that one. It's going to go to Violet Panda. Data gets the intercept. That's pretty much an impossible mountain to climb now. And that is going to be your level up. Doomsy going up, trying to make it 3-1.
Nice.
What a
Nice.
shot! What a shot from the midfield.
It's tough to do those kind of shots when you're 1 second before the end, and he makes it look easy, gets the touch, marvellous little piece of momentum there, and that will really psychologically make them feel like they've got this in the bag. 6-3, Game 2 is going to go to Wholesome Homies. Did not expect that.
It's not after the first round, but yeah, I didn't expect that kind of comeback.
Me neither. Oh my goodness, they did really, really well, and fair play to them, because in the end it came down to the fact that Flark was in the right place at the right time to work off opportunities, and also the amount of times they were exposed a bit really was a bit shocking for Gale Force. I would have expected them to be a bit more tighter. They were too busy pressing forward so much that they put themselves into difficult positions. The rebounds didn't really work out for them. The aerials was sometimes touch in the air a bit unnecessary. necessarily. So everything was a bit mumbo jumbo in that game. I would like to see game 3, Wholesome Homies, really dominate it at this point now and take it. Now let's see if they can. Best of 7. I mean, I would say that, but then both teams have an English player, so
Just split loyalties.
yeah, it's just all going to come down to who I like the most. Who do you guys think I like the most, Doomsy or Devo? Let me know in Twitch chat. I don't actually know. You guys could make that up for me. Here we go.
Data with the first touch. Into the corner. Devo tries to get the intercept. Doomsy can't get the drop down he needs from there. Devo gets a clear. Data with the boost. Devo tried to get that one past Data, but gets a nice clear on that one. K-Dub. Flarky is going to intercept that one from the air. Can Data do anything with it? He doesn't get a touch, but Violet Panda gets the save away. And Data gets bundled off of that one, but still holds on to it. Flarky off the wall and gets demoed. Straight back to K-Dub now. Pass one. Doesn't get it past anymore. Into the corner. Conceding Devo. The backboard. Doomsy doesn't get a hold of that one. Now, Violet Panda doesn't touch it. Doomsy knocks it over K-Dop. Devo tries to get that one under control. K-Dop, a long clear. That was on target as well, but Data gets the save. Ball again. Much more tactical play coming out now. We've had a minute gone. I haven't had any score.
Well, now that we've had a bit of ping pong, I might as well start coming out with. Oh, almost there by Panda though. I was about to start coming out with a stat. My goodness, Doomsy with a superb counter attack here. What on earth is going on?
Have that! What a shot from all the way in his own half. Downtown and home again. And 1-0 then to the Wholesome Homies. Away we go.
Gale Force's rotation is a bit messy at the moment. They should have really not allowed a situation that to occur, and because they allowed it to happen, it then allows Doomsy to take the lead with Wholesome Homies.
Do you think they get a bit complacent with their play, or with the way that a match is going, or even with their own status of being the world champions? Do you think that affects them in getting a little complacent?
I think complacent is a strong word. I would say they get a bit overconfident with the ability of the offensive pressure that they're applying, and then that allows them to think, oh wait guys, we might actually have the shot now, we might actually have a goal here, and then they all kind of contribute to it. Devo as a third player on the team is always going to be interesting because he's a massively offensive player. So to see him in that kind of situation where he needs to rotate round, it's probably difficult for them as a team to really recognise that because of the way and the nature of players like Devo want to score goals all the time. So complacent, probably no. Probably more the fact that they're not used to each other's rotations yet because they haven't been playing like 100 games. They're just having a bit of fun, aren't they? So, but you could also argue it's just due to their confidence and their offensive pressure.
Doomsy getting hold of that one. Devo gets it off the wall. Data. Back past the Flarky. He's got Devo to contend with. He gets it past him.
Nice 50-50 there.
Data sends it forwards.
Great pressure by Doomsy there.
K-Dop gets the intercept. He's going to pick that one up. Doesn't get the 50-50 from K-Dop. Flarky finds Data. Doomsy, I think, got bundled off of that. Panda to get a touch on it. Flarky's got up.
See, K-Dop's thrown himself forward here, which means Devo had to run back, and he was not expecting to have to deal with that. That could have been a counter-attack goal again. They just got overconfident again.
Still time for them to answer. Oh, there nearly was an answer. Good save by Doomsy. And again, Devo bundled in Doomsy off of the ball. Flarky. Doomsy getting a demo on Devo. Flarky off the wall, and nearly a save, but Data makes that one 2-0.
What really happened there is Devo started on Doomsy, so then Doomsy demoed him, and then Data notices there's no Devo, so takes the third shot goal, and that's when you should be coming in. Like, the problem is Gale Force isn't doing a demo that allows them the opportunity to score, and you could argue maybe they need to do that in order to then be overconfident with their shots, although Panda...
Wow. From the kickoff, he's incredible at making that kickoff getting that kickoff pressure. So many times you see Violet Panda do something out of the box. Oh, that was almost looked like was. Never mind.
What an angle! What an angle!
I was going to say,
take a look at
like,
this.
Yeah, it looked like it was knocked off course by K-Dub. It was. But, I mean, again, probably trying to scatter the defenders, and it worked for Devo to come in as the third man and send that one home. 2-1, just over a minute to go.
It can be difficult for casters really to recognise the plays that are happening from world-class players, but you have to remember, these guys can make anything happen from any angle, so we have to always be aware that maybe they're not always making misses on touches on shots on goal, maybe they're just setting up the next defensive play.
Oh, I thought no one was home for a second there, but Doomsy was. It's the first save. Under. K-Dog!
Oh!
What a shot!
Now that one's for the replay reel. Take a look at this. Violent Panda does a superb little touch here. K-Dog turning his car around into the perfect angle to score and make it 2-2 here. 41 seconds to go.
And it's still touch.
We don't know where it's going to go, do we?
No, not at all. Could be overtime looming. Data tries to do something with it. K-Dog intercepts that one. Doomsy can't grab it. Shot, but Devo is there. Devo now goes up to that in the air. Let's Violet Panda have it. Data comes in, gets the intercept. Back into the middle. K-Dog off the wall. Flarkey tries to get the intercept. Doomsy. Violet Panda now. Flarkey can't get the read on it. Gale Force. Now coming alive just when they need to.
Yeah, definitely need to. Look at this Panda. He knows exactly what's going on here. In fact, he fakes what he was going to do, and then decides, oh no, actually, I'm going to do what I want to do, because now Flux in the wrong position to deal with it. Superb play by Panda. 2-3, 10 seconds to go. It's all on wholesome homies here to get this one.
Oh, nice touch by Flarkey, but Devo's up in the air. Sends that one down for round 3 to Gale Force Esports.
Yeah, that sheer class at the end there. It was a really tough and close game, that game 4. But this now brings the series to 2-2. So it is definitely a much more better game so far that both teams have now gone against each other like this. It is game 4, isn't it? I'm not having
correct.
A lapse. It
no,
good.
You are right.
Good. But we have to give it to them. Like, both teams are making this really, really tense so far. Game 4 has been a good one. Game 5 will be interesting as well. Who's going to be able to take that extra game and take the lead on this one? I've got my eyes on Gale Force now running with this one at this point, because they've now got the ability of understanding each other's rotations. I think they've now recognized a bit more how exposed the situations are with how they're touching the ball. So we'll see. Game 5. Let's go.
Game 5 indeed. But also Gale Force know that they can't just steamroll through the wholesome homies. They know. I mean, again, like you said earlier, these guys have been scrimming against one another and with one another for how? Oh, wow! Data was a great effort to save that first time round. He couldn't recover quick enough. I was going to say, these guys have been in the scene for such a long time, and they just know instinctively how good each other are, and still they can pull out incredible plays, as we've seen numerous times throughout this series already tonight. So yeah, it makes our job that much more fun. Oh, Devo getting a little bit crossed over the edge. Nice block by Violet Panda. K-Dot tries to get that away. Data's got hold of it. Being chased by Violet Panda. Tries to get it passed down, but Devo gets an intercept. Flarkey now. Into the orange half. Data goes up for that. Touch! Good save by K-Dot. Ceiling. Diva now. Oh, Data, that wasn't the direction you wanted, but that's been sent back into the orange half. Now. Up in the air for it. Violet Panda gets the intercept on. Oh, that bounce just completely disrupted Data there. Made up. Devo, not quite. And Devo's just going to get the clear on that.
I like that. They're hoping the third player comes in there. Panda probably recognising from game 4 what happens when you bring the third player in against this team so far. So good defensive decision there by Panda, because they're 1-0 ahead. They don't need to rush everything at this point.
It is true. But it's difficult sometimes to keep that, keep the adrenaline under control. Sometimes you just think, oh, I can make a shot, when that's not necessarily the best tactical option. Sometimes just keeping your head cool, especially in high, in an RLCS stakes, it's very, very difficult to do, and that's again one of the separating factors between the good and the great.
Oh, K-Dot with a great shot there on touch. He almost managed to do it. And look at this, Devo keeping the offensive pressure, really. And you are right to a point. It's just more they've recognised it now that they need to just have a little bit more calmness and control about their play because they've seen the counterattacks that happens from them. And that's usually what a good team starts recognising is, we can't just bunch in because unfortunately these guys actually know what they're doing with the ball. And that's when the teams start really showing their finesse.
Lucky gets the intercept on that one. Violet Panda keeps it in the middle.
Like stuff like that. Yeah. Fantastic.
Just beats Data to it. Doomsy trying to get the intercept on it. Devo keeping it live and across the goal. And Data now. Gets that one back into the orange half. Into the corner. K-Dot. Doomsy. Can Flaky do anything with it? That's going to come off the backboard. And that gets cleared away.
Yeah, good touch there by Panda. It clears all the pressure that was on them as a team.
Ooh, that could be dangerous, but none of the Gale Force squad ready to follow that through. Panda bounces that off the wall. Devo on the backboard. Violet Panda, soft touch. Flaky's there to get the clear. Does not away enough. Data is there to save the day again. Doomsy. Violet Panda. Doomsy again. Finds Data. Taking the time with it. That's just beaten him a little bit. Back into the middle. Devo's gone up. Data thunders that one forward. Devo gets a touch. Violet Panda. It's going to be off the backboard. Simple finish.
Oh, K-Dot.
A simple finish for Gale Force. And there it is. Look, how many times have they done a backboard shot for somebody else to finish that one off, or even the same player to finish it off? That is a pretty bread and butter shot for Gale Force.
Panda's doing the right thing there. He's recognising that K-Dop's on fire, and he's going to set up the ball for him to be able to score. And he is playing really, really well tonight. Devo, on the other hand, he's not having his best night, but again, he is subbing in for the team.
Off the wall. Easy. Try to get a touch on that. Violet Panda now. Data. Straight into the middle. Violet Panda sets up Devo. Devo off the wall. Pinches that one off of Doomsy.
Wholesome homies need to make something happen now at this point. It's 2-0, less than a minute to go. This is the opportunity.
Back into the middle. K-Dop. Violet Panda taking his time. Doesn't quite keep that one under control. Devo's got up for that and sends it home to nail the coffin lid shut.
Yeah. But going back onto that, you notice what I said about they need to make it happen now. Flock anticipated probably what I was saying, went forward, and then of course that opens him up to being put into that kind of pressure, and then allows them to score. So now the game's been thrown away because of them putting on that over the top pressure. In the end, the rotation kind of foiled up. And now, Game 5 is looking like Gale Force's one. And that makes them one game away from taking this series if this carries on like this.
Indeed it does. Indeed. Devo sends that one into the ceiling. Clarky finds Violet Panda. Violet Panda carrying it on.
Oh.
Doesn't need anybody else. No one there to keep that one out. 4-0.
Yeah, Panda's showing a masterclass on aerial dribbles and how to control the ball, smack the ball into the net and all of that. I mean, look at that. That's how you do it. If you want to do, you should do that in ones against players. They hate it. It's a classic thing to do in ones, really. But to do it in a 3v3 game, very tough to do because the opportunity never usually presents itself.
Oh, Flarkey trying to send that one in on his own. Violet Panda having none of that.
Go on, Devo. Go on, Devo. Go on. Oh.
Gale Force then with round 4 going their way, and it is match points.
Just going to grab that one in. There we go. Yeah, I mean, just to go back onto this, I'd like to see Doomsy's team come alive in this Game 6. It's their final chance of being able to beat 2 out of 3 of the current world champions. Sorry there, guys. I'm back. So that's a classic, wasn't it? It's just like the thunder of my game is making it fall over. But yeah, I'd like to see Doomsy's team bring it back. I think in that game, they didn't seem as quick and as pacey as they've been before. I would like to see them turn it up again and just a bit more. Yeah, I feel like it just kind of wasn't really there. It was all a bit here and there in that last game. I want to see more here and now.
Well,
that's really generic. That's the most generic analysis I've ever given, I think.
But I mean, that doesn't make it less applicable, though, to be fair.
I know, yeah, but I mean, it's frustrating because the team basically didn't come online. They didn't come online in that game 5. You could see that Flark wanted to go forward at the end of those 2 minutes, and he only did that because of the fact that they just weren't really online for the whole game. Their shots weren't there. They were missing shots and opportunities. The rotation wasn't there. So let's hope Game 6 is a classic.
5.
Data!
Data came alive.
He's done it. Look at that. Sorry, guys, that was quite loud for me. But look at it here. Data's just given all the space in the world, and it's just quite easy for Flark. He knows he just has to bump Panda. Yeah. Although he doesn't really manage to get Panda at all. And no, but
he probably put Panda off enough to prevent the save. So it was enough to open the scoring up with just under 30 seconds gone by that point.
He did his job well.
That he did. Data sends that one into the orange half. K-Dop's there. Gets it past Flarky. Down to the ground. Violet Panda doesn't get a touch. K-Dop kills it. Devo off the crossbar.
This guy finishes shots like that. That does not happen to Devo. My fellow Englishman, you can do better than that.
Went for the bar down goal and was denied at the last. Now picks it up off of Doomsy, but Flarky intercepts it. Violet Panda. It's a double touch off of that one. Data sends it forward. K-Dop. It's a pinch on that. Data up in the air. K-Dop gets on the receiving end of that. Oh, a few misses there. Devo now taking his time, gets past Data. Oh, what a great effort. Flarky does manage to kill the ball. Therefore, couldn't quite push that one home.
That was really good by Devo there, but Panda's shot there was just as good. Just really nice little quality class plays coming out of them, and Devo really showing why people rate him as such a strong player. We have to remember Devo came into the scene post Season 1 and did some fantastic stuff and should be recognised for how well he played then, and now he is doing really well for MV. They managed to defeat Gale Force yesterday, so yeah, well done to him and showing the skill that we know. But he is not accurate at the moment. He is not getting these shots on goal, and so there's the opposite part of this analysis.
Data gets hold of that one. It's K-Dop back onto the ball. Doomsy gets demoed by Violet Panda. Flarky gets the clear on that. Data now goes up.
Good.
Oh, that dropped right in front of the goal, but it dropped very quickly. Was a touch when Doomsy slightly too high.
It's always good when they can hit the curve there because the ball thunders down, but it also requires your team to respond very quickly to anticipating that curve being touched.
Oh, lovely passing play, but slightly too wide. Devo's gone up for that. Violet Panda. Bit of the goal, but Data clears that away. Flarky did get a demo on K-Dop, which brought Gale Force's offensive to an end that time. And another one. Violet Panda on Flarky then. Violet Panda gone up. Where's the shot? Oh, clutch save by Flarky at the last. Flarky and Doomsy bounce that one against one another. Devo sends it back to the wall. Violet Panda. Devo
nice.
With a shot and Doomsy with a save.
Now, why is it that Wholesome Homies can't make those sort of opportunities happen? Why is it always Devo making those kind of touches happen? And that's because Wholesome Homies do not have that offensive player forward ready to react to their pop balls. They're not doing passes, they're doing side passes to make those shots happen. So a lot of this is because of the way that they're playing. They're great on the counter attack, like nothing against them on that. Look at this. This is a great example.
Great effort from Doomsy there, just saved by K-Dop. He puts it in the middle. Oh, that was actually knocked away from Flarky by Data there. That's a shame. There's a great opportunity for Wholesome Homies to get another goal on the board. K-Dop from Devo and saved by Data this time.
Sorry about that.
That's
Let's see.
Devo.
Doomsy kind of just gave the ball away there, really. He shouldn't have done that. He should have just slowed down the ball. But you could argue that then they would have just rammed the ball into him. So tough decision for Doomsy there. Can finish it. Ooh.
Great effort, but Devo put pay to that one. Data gets the intercept on that on the halfway line. Pinches
Let's just remember, there's 40 seconds remaining, and it's game 6, and they're 1-0 ahead. They just have to hold this lead. They have to stop overextending at this point.
It's game 5.
Oh, yeah, that's the one. Whoops.
Oh, now the demo's coming out in force then. 30 seconds for the equaliser to come out from Gale Force. K-Dub gets that away from Data. They've got to do something, and they've got to do it quick. Doomsy puts it into the corner. Essentially, oh, what a shot, but Devo stops someone on the line. Now a counter-attack from Gale Force. Can they turn it into a score? And that just gets intercepted across the field. Devo's there. Oh, what a lovely play. It's a shot, and Devo gets the save. It's still not touched the ground. Still live for Gale Force. Minor Panda can't get that one home. K-Dop keeps it off the ground. Still live. And there it is, Wholesome Homies. Level the... they get their second one, but it's still match point for Gale Force.
Yeah, they did very well in that game series, and well done to them. They managed to hold off against them, and they did a good job on doing that. Now, let's remember that was game 4. That was game 5.
Wow.
That was game 5, I know. I was just having one of those moments where I was just like thinking, I just need to count this one in. So yeah, game 5, really good game. I enjoyed that one. I thought it was really, really good. And what I liked about it was the fact that both teams did a marvellous job on the saves. Data and Doomsy, well done to them. They kept the ball out of the net a lot of the times, 3 times each. And Flark, he was the one making those goals count. He was making the shots happen, creative plays. And now, just remember that Gale Force, they had 10 shots on goal. 10.
Unreal.
And it's nil. Well done to Wholesome Homies. They held it. They absolutely held it.
No, they did. No, they definitely did. Well. Onwards then into game number 6.
Thanks for that.
That wasn't meant in that way. I just...
Yeah, thanks, King. Cheers, mate.
Are you happy now it's game 6, Roken?
Yeah, they might want to do a exclamation mark game and then for me so that I can just remember. But no, sorry guys. Game 6, yeah, 2 right, 2-3 here. Let's just remember, Gator Force can still win tonight's tournament if they take this one. It's up to Wholesome Homies to do the reverse sweep, but can they do it? Let's see.
They have the ability to. It's whether they can pull it off.
Or Doomsy. Well, it's technically not a reverse sweep because they won the game 1.
Well,
so
true, but close enough. K-Dot doesn't quite find Panda.
Game 2, technically, but I love criticising myself halfway through a cast. It's a pretty good way of it's like analysing the analysts. Devo, beautiful dribbling going on here.
Loses it at the last though. Well, I mean, at least your microphone's actually stayed consistent. Mine has just been constantly turning itself down all stream, which is highly frustrating. I cannot find the source of it. I have looked everywhere. So I will do my best to sort that out for next time.
Have you tried turning it on and off again?
Thank you.
Cheers, mate.
If that works next week, I will be livid.
He'll quit Rocket League for 15 seconds.
Yeah, that's it. It's
Panda
now...
might... Oh, he doesn't have it.
No,
Devo will be fine. If Devo lets us in, Devo's made it really precarious for no apparent reason whatsoever, but they still managed to hold this and create the counter-attack. So, well done to them. But at this point, both teams are just trying to figure each other out, you see, because they're both gaining the boost. They're each not taking each other out. Someone's got to demo someone at this point, otherwise it's just no momentum is really going to be reached.
Remember, it's an extra £100 on the line for the winning team. So it's not just another game, you could argue. And okay, they've won more in other tournaments, I grant you, but yeah, this is a weekly tournament.
No, it's not just another game, it's another £100.
Exactly. That was the point I was trying to make. Right, Doomsy with the save from Devo. Doomsy trying to air dribble that.
Beautiful.
Gets it over K-Dot. He was on his own though. Where was everybody else? Panda sends it forwards just off the crossbar. Ooh, Doomsy, that's not the touch he
Data's
wanted.
got this, isn't he? Data's not goal side. Doomsy was there to save it. And Data, he goes in when Doomsy's already there. Look at this. Doomsy gets back. Yeah, sure. He's got the ball. But Data doesn't see him. So then he goes in. K-Dop just finishes it off. And that's where communication is key. Absolutely key. And now it's 1-0 to Gale Force.
Doomsy sends that one forward. Flarky, can he do
Go
anything
on,
with
Flark.
it? Oh,
E.
He had too much forward momentum, then just bounces it off of the crossbar. Flarky again, off the wall. Oh, lovely double touch. Beautiful play. You
Doomsy
can't.
replies with, okay. And he's probably right here. You can see Flarky doing something sensational with the ball that none of us understand how happened. But either way, it's now 1-1.
By luck or by design, you can't help but admire when plays like that happen. It's just... Oh, K-Dot with a touch in the air, but Flarky knocks that one away. Violet Panda keeps the pressure on. Doomsy tries to get that one away. Devo can't quite recover quick enough. Gets bundled off it by Data. K-Dot can't get the block on it. Flarky gets someone away. Violet Panda returns it. Into the corner. Violet Panda again. Data, great block. K-Dot keeps it live off the backboard. This time Doomsy gets it away. K-Dot still got it.
They need boost, and they need it now. At the moment, Devo took the boost off them, so they've been trying to save boost ever since then, but they just haven't had the opportunity to gain it.
Now an opportunity for Wholesome Homies to get out of their half.
Finally, they've got some boost.
But now it's on Violet Panda. Flarky gets that intercept into the orange half. Across the goal. Data doesn't get it out of the air. Doomsy pinches that one against the wall. Devo down to the ground. Flarky's got hold of it now. Oh, Flarky again with the dribbling mechanics coming true.
He just wants to make more and more shots appear in the highlight reel, and just another great example there. 2-1, and Wholesome Homies, they're doing what's good. What they're doing really well at the moment is they're keeping the ball, and they're doing really good stuff with it. Every time that the pressure is on them, they're actually surviving the Gale Force onslaught, and well done to them for being able to do that. It's not easy to defend against a team this good.
Oh, Violet Panda with a lovely touch to kill it.
The ball's going to stay out. It's going to stay out. See, look.
Wow, that was so well set up and just denied at the last. Violet Panda now takes it to the wall. Gets intercepted again by Flarky. Devo now can't quite hold on to it. Data gets intercepted by K-Dot. Doomsy just getting himself in the way. Flarky gets the intercept. Devo. Data now. Can he do anything with it? Violet Panda gets out of the way. K-Dot. 30 seconds on the clock. Violet Panda keeps it live for Gale Force.
Wholesome Homies are bringing this one to a Game 7 at the moment.
Does look that way. Oh, I wonder where that was going to go. K-Dot off the backboard. And again kept away. Doomsy now. Actually kills it, gets it past Devo. Violet Panda intercepts it. K-Dot can't get the angle he needs. That's going to die in front of the goal. And
Devo.
there it is. The narrowest of touches from Data to make that 3-1.
Data sends a Trojan over into Devo's computer, and look at what he made him do. 3-1 there. And Wholesome Homies have done a superb job at bringing this series back. It's not quite a reverse sweep, but it is going to go to a Game 7. Well done to them.
But the form that we saw and Devo's not even moving. He's just sat there like, yeah, fine. Just let it end. Everyone else is like,
that
no.
Trojan?
There we go. Yeah, it is that. Unless, of course, he's having trouble again. It was Devo that was having trouble earlier on. So we'll see whether that's actually the case. But, yeah, Game 7. What a way to finish the evening off.
Definitely, it's the way that we always should finish it off. And well done to the teams for putting on a great display of great Rocket League. We've seen some good stuff so far from both teams, both showing the pace, but also in this last Game 6, we've seen both teams being a bit more calmer and also showing a bit more different control play that you can do with the ball. So here we go, Game 7, the big one. Who's going to win tonight's Monday evening's entertainment? Let's find out. Take it away, Kodiak.
Here we go then. Game 7, and away we go. Oh, Doomsy's going to go for a quick goal, and he just denied by Violet Panda. Wow, that was opportunistic. Very nearly came off, but not quite. Now settle down into the rotations. Long clear. Devo gets the save on that one. Back into the middle. Flarky bails on that one. Doomsy sends that forwards. Violet Panda clears. Data sends that one up on the halfway line. Doesn't touch it again. Flarky doesn't touch it either. It's not gone invisible, guys. Now into the corner.
K-Dop's probably thinking, why didn't I smack that into the goal? K-Dop has consistently shown balls that are lob into the goal, but he decides to pass to Panther to let him to score, and then it doesn't really happen. Great little pace, though, there, and the opportunity, they're still keeping the pace and the offensive pressure, though. Well done to Gale for so far.
Lovely patience there by Data to wait until the very last to commit to the save. Oh, that was looking good for a slow lobbing goal, but Data again saving that one. Now back to the halfway line. Doomsy can't get it past Devo. Back into the blue half. Data. Again sailing into the orange half. Doomsy's gone past Doomsy. K-Dop doesn't get a touch on it. Devo keeps it up in the air. Back into the middle. Data and Violet Panda come to blows. Flarky puts it in the middle. Data tries to keep the momentum. Flarky again. Doomsy. Devo. Data now off the backboard. Now an opportunity. And sadly nobody there on the receiving end of that. Doomsy can't get it past Violet Panda. Now the momentum switches back to Gale Force. K-Dop keeps it in the middle. Devo. Data's get hold of that one. Violet Panda's there. Off the crossbar. K-Dop slightly too wide. Flarky now.
Let's see if the Swedes can work together here, creating the pass play. Although Flarky's kind of given up on this one quite prematurely. They could have potentially done something with it there. But Devo makes a marvellous little touch here in the air.
Oh, just Flarky had a little bit, again, too much forward momentum. Couldn't quite get the touch. There it is, look.
Great read.
And brilliantly done for 1-0. 3 minutes to go. Still time for Wholesome the Homies to bring this one back. But the pressure really is on their shoulders now.
Yeah, if there's ever a time to see if they can be a team for the RLRS season coming up, this is the time. Let's see if they can.
Into the orange half, Flarky continues to chase it. K-Dop goes out for that as well. Dooms is coming in, tries to get the block on Devo. Data. Doomsy. Flarky's there, but doesn't pull off as Violet Panda gets the clear on that one. All three of the Gale Force players involved in that one. Devo just sneaks that one home for 2-0.
You can see they're trying to be more offensive and aggressive with the ball, but look at this. Gale Force just... Okay, I don't know why K-Dop and Devo are both in the same position, but they both had the same shot. That was probably going to beat both. So, well done to both of them for reading that, but that's that overconfidence we were talking about. Imagine if it didn't happen.
I mean, that definitely needs one of those sound bites when K-Dot went for that and bounced off of Devo instead.
Yeah.
Violet Panda. Oh, bounces it off of K-Dot. Not at all what they were looking for. K-Dot. Yeah, there's a denied. It's saved by his own teammate now. Violet Panda now. Gets it past Data. Now another. What a touch again by the Panda. Now the strength of Gale Force comes out.
Yeah, I've seen stuff like this from Yukio before. He just sets up the ball for himself to score. If no one's around, you might as well do it. The pace is there. You might as well finish it off. And now, pick yourselves up, Wholesome Homies. 2 minutes. If you're a Wholesome Homie fan, you better be spamming Twitch chat right now because they need your help right in their second. 2 minutes left. They need to make something. They really need to pull that out the draw.
Lucky. That's not a good clear by Violet Panda. Oh, Devo just manages to beat Doomsy to it. Lucky off the wall. Well read by Violet Panda. K-Dop is with it as well. As that comes back towards Devo. Off the corner. Doomsy keeping it live for Wholesome Homies. Now back to the opposite corner. Violet Panda's there. Goes back into the blue half. Data can't get it past Devo. Lucky. And Devo demos Flarky, bringing that one to an end now. Data sends that one back in the orange half. Devo intercepts it out of the air. Doomsy. Oh, Devo's going to have to get hold of that. It's now goes into the corner. Data can't get behind it. Doomsy kills it. Does he find Data? He does. Violet Panda gets out of the way though. Flarky couldn't get there quick enough.
Both teams have got the boost. They just need the accuracy and the shots on goal like Data there. They just need to work as a team and pass and make the goal happen rather than just throwing the ball out and just hoping for the best at this point. Both teams can already read what each other's doing. They just need to make the goals happen.
Less than a minute to go for 3 goals to go Wholesome Homies' way. It's that mountain's getting ever steeper with every passing second. Clarky up in the air. Data doesn't get a touch on it. So have they already tilted too far?
I don't think it's whether I get a feeling of tilting. I think it's just more the fact that once you get 2 goals in a quick succession in a game 7, it could be really demoralising for you as a team. And so they're a bit unlucky really with the second goal, but the first goal was well deserved.
Indeed, and this is pretty much the job is done. 10 seconds, near impossible to do 3 in that time. And Galeforce are just killing the clock now. And I'm not sure the Wholesome Homies are actually Data bringing it back to his own half. Why not? And that is it. Galeforce Esports take home the top prize for this Monday Night Challenger Series.
Congratulations to Galeforce Esports with a Devo instead of a Turbo Pulsar. That was a good match in the end. The series itself was really exciting to watch. That Game 7 kind of painted the wrong picture of the game that we saw in the end. We saw both teams going head-to-head. The Game 1 and the Game 7 were really the drawbacks. The rest of the series was really exciting to watch. So well done to Wholesome Homies. Hopefully they're going to stay together and become a team for the RLCS season coming up to play in the RLRS. But I hope that they stay together because they did some good work together. Beating Team WLF is no little surprise there. They did very well when they did it, and I watched you cast it with Jam, and now they have managed to be able to get to the final. Let's remember the stuff that wasn't on our stream, the fact that they defeated Fruity, who had Lorty, who had Jesse. They did very well, who then they beat Scrub Killer. So a lot of favourites actually going out, you could argue, but well done to them as a team. Doomsy and the Swedes, they did very well tonight.
Almost a band name, Doomsy and the Swedes. But that wraps up our Monday night
Doom
cast.
Swedes.
Yes. Sold. Sign it up. That wraps up the Challenger Series for this evening. Thank you very much to my co-casters, Jar of Jam, who signed off earlier, and of course to you, the beautiful Mr. Roken. Yeah, I was getting to you, don't worry.
I was thinking I was about to go like this, and then I realised, oh, wait, no. Jar went before me. Yeah, that's why. Guys, if you ever want to watch my stuff, Roken at Roken91 for Twitter. You can also, I'm really just mostly on Twitter. I'm off to DreamHack on Friday. Well, not Friday, Friday evening, and then I'm going to be at the event on Saturday. So really, really happy for that. I'm really, really excited about DreamHack. I'm hoping to meet loads of you there. If you're interested in meeting me, I'll probably be wearing this shirt on the Saturday because it'll probably be the easiest shirt for you guys to identify me. I don't want to go up to you. You can come up to me. I think that'll be the easiest way of playing it because I probably don't know anybody there. So I don't want to be weird and get in people's way. But I fully enjoyed watching Galeforce Esports tear everybody apart tonight. I thought that was the best part of this evening. I got to say well done to them. And K-Dop was probably the player of the tournament for this series, for this specific evening, because he was consistently putting the ball in positions where you didn't really want to see it. But yeah, going back onto me, Roken91, Twitter, I'll be doing a bit of more like microphone stuff and hopefully interviewing a few people in DreamHack. Fingers crossed.
Indeed, and thank you for Gfinity, as always, for hosting these tournaments. If you want to get involved, head over to gfinity.net, sign up, and bring some friends along, and have some fun. You may well win some money as well. And that is myself, King-Kodiak, signing off for this evening. Thank you very much. We'll see you
Thank
right
you
here.
to you as well, King. You do an awesome job, man. You just the microphone stuff, we'll figure it out one day.
It's frustrating as hell, but technical gremlins affect me as well. Thank you very much for, of course, you fellow people in Twitch that have been watching us throughout. We'll see you right here for more Rocket League action. Thank you very much, and good night.